How's it? We welcome you out to Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park on YouTube as we have a Lone Star Conference battle in store here tonight as the top dog. The Lubbock Matadors host the winless but eager, I'll tell you eager, CF10 Houston team. Welcome into the booth. Devin Ward here alongside John Bocanegra. He's the partner, man. He is him. John, welcome on to another game, another home match here. It's been 5 days, but we're back on the air.
You say home because it does feel like home. I'm glad to be here.
It does feel like home. You know, our home was kind of tilted just a second ago, but I think we got it fixed.
We got it fixed. It looks good. Looks better.
It's the John touch. It's
we're
simply
doing
what it
the
is.
housekeeping. That's part of it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
he got the air coming in. He fixed this.
Oh, it feels better now.
We're looking great. Dude, it feels awesome in here now compared. Shout out to John for saving us. Well, partner, everyone here, you know, when you come into the season, John, everyone wants to win the conference championship, the Lone Star Conference Championship. The Matadors have taken care of business on the field. If they do what they're supposed to do in the last 3 matches of the season, they'll be able to be the conference champions, but that's a big goal, and they've been able to do that because they've been winning on the field.
Well, I mean, it's a one-game-at-a-time mentality coming from Coach Dave telling us pregame, yeah, it's on their mind, but we're not really thinking too far into the future here. Still have business to handle with a very young CF10 Houston team coming in, and that's what you want to focus on tonight.
CF10 comes into town. They have not had a chance to win this season. They are 0-5 on the season. It's been kind of a rough year. They're minus 18 in goal differential. They've given up 21. They've scored 3. It's been a rough year for them, John, but they're going to be a team that's eager to get in here and try to get a win tonight.
Well, what they lack in experience, they make up for in energy, just kind of being a presence all over the field. Yeah, you've had some teams exploit them, one being Oklahoma United FC, which is currently neck and neck with Lubbock right now, but again, they have the heart, they have the will, they just need to find a way to kind of piece everything together.
It's a young team. When you watch them on video, they are a young team. A lot of high school players possibly on this team. When we were doing our research coming into it, you would see like Katy High School or a school from Houston. Is that what we should expect tonight, is just a young team from CF10?
I mean, the antithesis to that is Lubbock being as experienced as they are. We have conference players of the year. We have conference championship winners. That's going to be the huge thing to watch for tonight, seeing how that experience can kind of overpace the youth, basically.
Last season, the CF10 Houston team ended the year with 2 straight victories, John. They want to find their groove, and they want to end the year strong just like they did last season.
The story for them, too, is you don't want to be at the bottom of the barrel in the Lone Star Conference. Yeah, you had Brownsville get off to a rough start. They had a points penalty starting the season out. But that's no excuse for them not to execute the way that they have been, kind of close to pulling some draws away from other teams. But in terms of CF10 Houston, you don't want to be at the bottom of the table. You know that are things that you can improve on, and you don't want to go out on a sour note.
CF10 Houston now taking the field for their pregame festivities. Of course, we're live here on YouTube, 40-some-odd minutes ahead, and this is our first time getting the chance to see them out there on the field, John. Red and blue warm-up kits, and I'm excited to see them down there warming up. Matadors have been out here for a solid 20-plus minutes warming up down there on the field, but, hey, you know what? I don't know if that makes a difference. I honestly don't know. I look for that kind of stuff, though.
Just get used to the heat, I guess, get a little bit acclimated. I mean, everyone seems poised and calm, at least on the Lubbock side of things coming into this match. You had a lot of things happening in the training ground this week. It was a short week, but the turnaround was good for Coach telling us, hey, these guys know exactly where they need to be, and some of them actually making quite a stir in the starting lineup tonight.
Yeah, we'll get our starting lineups in just a few moments. You're kind of giving a tease to some of the players. You could see a new name that got debuted today that is a big signing. It is Adam Abu Hamidi. Did I get that right?
You got it.
Abu Hamidi. He is a Friendship Tiger. He graduated from Friendship High School. He's a Lubbock guy. That's a big thing. Having a local sign in the midseason, man, that's exciting. You know, one of the first, if not the first, from the Lubbock area to sign.
Well, Coach Omerson was talking about how he's got a connection with him. They've seen each other before. They know exactly, not necessarily a lot of tactical tendencies with each other. Actually, that's not true. They know a lot about each other. I just wanted to downplay it a little bit, only because Coach wants to see him play tonight. He didn't really give us a range on how much he's going to play tonight, but it's good to see new faces coming into the team, especially somebody, again, we got somebody with strength there in terms of experience. Tonight might be a good night to roll him out.
Coach told me maybe 20 minutes is how long we see him tonight.
I want to put that, yeah, give me that as the over-under.
Yeah, over under 20. I'm taking the under probably.
I'll take the under.
But if you're taking care of business and scoring the way you want to score tonight, it might be the over.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Life's too short. I'm taking the over.
He takes the over. I'll take the under.
I'm taking
we'll
the
balance
over.
it out.
One of us is
Yeah,
going
let's
to
just
win.
balance it out.
One of us is going to win. No, it's really cool. This Tiger has earned his stripes, though. You know, he has gone to St. Mary's and done great things at the Division II level. Now he is at Memphis University. He's really a Tiger there at the D1 level, and that's a D1 talent coming to play here for his hometown team. That's really cool.
I mean, I talked about bringing that experience in on this, and yeah, I didn't want to give away the lead there, but Devin talked about it too. Coach talked about it pregame. This is a guy that you want in your team, and he's shown enough brilliance on the pitch, off the pitch, to be a great addition, a late addition to the team as well.
He plays the forward position, and so he should bring some excitement on the offensive end when he gets his
Well, I mean, what we saw in the starting lineup, we don't want to give everything
Dude,
away.
I am so excited about the starting lineup. I told John when we were writing it down, I was like, dude, there are 3 names on here that just screams offense to me.
Oh, yeah, and you're going to see that triangle of attack at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm
the
thinking
triangle
early.
of attack.
Triangle of attack.
I
You
like
that?
it. No, I like it.
The trident of attack. How about that?
Ooh, the trident.
Let's go with the trident.
That's pretty sweet. A quote from Adam, though, about joining the team. He said, "It's extremely special to see soccer becoming such a big part of the community in the city I grew up in. I'm super excited to get started with the Matadors and represent the club and its supporters. Excited to have Adam Abu Hamidi join the team, and I am so proud of myself. We got the name. If you've been a regular Matador watcher all season, it took me until the 3rd game of the season to get Coach Ormiston's name right. And I did like multiple coaches shows too, John, before I got his name right.
You have a lot under your belt for that. There's no excuse for it. And they give us pronunciations. There's no excuse for it.
I didn't get one for Coach.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He didn't.
I didn't.
But
should
I
have
told
gotten
him.
it.
I told him.
We had a 20-minute conversation leading up to the first coach's show, and I still got it wrong. Back to the match, though. Matadors 3-0 all-time against CF10 Houston. The series has definitely been one-sided, especially when you hear the outcomes being 3-0. Matadors have outscored them, though, 11-2. Matches dating all the way back to 2023. It's been a one-sided affair, and the Matadors want to keep that going.
A lot of it has to do with pulling up from the academy. CF10 has a great academy, a great institution over there, kind of getting players from the area. You talked about Katy players playing there. A lot of it has to do with the youth part of it, but for sure, I mean, you're coming across, and it's more of a testament to how the Lone Star Conference is. The talent's there. The powerhouses are there. You have 2 teams ranked in the top 10 with Lubbock and Oklahoma United FC. That says something about this conference. Yeah,
Oklahoma United is like number 8 right now, correct? And it comes down to how many games they've played. They've played 1 less game than the Lubbock Matadors. They have a
game in hand.
And goal differential is also a big deal in that. And tonight's a night where if you're a Lubbock Matador fan, not to discount CF10 Houston, you want to separate yourself a little bit in that goal differential, take advantage of your opportunity. Brownsville beat this team 8-0. Right, and you just beat Brownsville, and so you want to take care of business tonight.
That was the start of the season. I know teams have more or less settled into form of how they're going to act pretty much for the remainder of the season. But yeah, you want to see the Matadors kind of ring them up if you're a Matador fan out there.
Speaking about ringing them up, here are your goal getters for the Lubbock Matadors this season. Jack Thomas and Momo Diop leading the way, 4 goals this season apiece. JT's a little bit of everywhere. Momo's simply sensational. You like having those guys out there on the field.
I mean, we talked about the trident of the attack there. That's 2 of the names that we got.
That is 2. Fabian, but Fabi is what we Fabi. Or is it Fabian? That's what it's Fabian. Yeah, Fabian Wagner. I call him Fabian though. Has 3 goals this season, and 4 different Matadors have at least 1 goal. Jamal Williams, your signature stag man of the match from last match, has 1. Of course, he is a name that you want to look out for tonight. Evan Howard, Lude Clausen, and Mesfin Rhoda will round out to have 4. Matadors have a lot of different guys that are able to score, and they want to continue to add more names to that list tonight.
We say trident of attack, but I mean, it can come from anywhere on the field. Set pieces have also been in Lubbock's favor there at that, too. We saw that one coming off the head of JT the last home match on Saturday.
Yeah, you got to see his ups.
He snuck in there. Of all the people to score that goal, that one was not on my bingo card.
Well, JT is 5'6", and he gives us short kings some hope, you know. he can hop out there, man.
Hey, I can hop too, but I'm not a short king. So.
No, he's a tall fella.
I'm tall.
He's a tall glass of water. He is. Let's get back to this, though. Goal getters for CF10 Houston. They've only had 2 guys score this season, John. They've only scored 3 goals total. Jose Ramos leads the team with 2, and then, of course, the other goal getter, and I'm not going to get this name right, John. I'm giving it my best go. Laugh at me if I just completely butcher it. Sagasi Florin Gutsa Odenbing.
Awubing. Yeah, there you go.
It's not horrible. There's 4 names in that young man's name, though, and I tried. We
can cut it down to 2 during the broadcast.
Yeah,
we'll
they have 3 goals, though, and those are their guys that have scored this season.
A lot of that comes from the lack of shape, mostly on CF10's side. They have the numbers in the midfield. They press the attack from the wings, but they don't really keep the shape very well. And pressure kind of cracks them easily too, and especially in the middle of the field where you should be dominating if you have that many in that base formation there. But yeah, it's just a lot of kind of staying out of shape. Don't really get back on defense as quickly as they should, and I mean that leads to we talked about it going to the tailgate. Actually, the goal differential is not in favor of CF10.
21-3 is what it is. Negative 18. That's rough.
Yeah.
That
well,
is rough.
And then we talked about it too a couple matches ago about how that's kind of more or less a component of if you see this number being on the positive, it's more than likely your team's going to be better either in the conference or in the league in its entirety.
Yeah, no, it's a direct correlation between the win-loss column. It's what it is, and it makes a difference in the final postseason. That's why we always talk about it every single broadcast, because it makes a big difference in the final outcome. Yellow cards, we saw a ton of them last home match for the Lubbock Matadors against FC Brownsville. In fact, United Supermarkets gave out fans a yellow card and a red card. It was a fan for the fans, which
on
I could
stick,
use a
yeah.
fan. You know, I could use a fan. We all needed it that night. It was 100+ degrees.
That was brutal.
But this team for Brownsville, or excuse me, CF10 Houston, they don't seem to have a yellow card problem. They are disciplined in their play, as they do run a 4-4-2 formation.
As young as they are, great coaching there. Keep them disciplined. Keep their head in the game too. That's actually one of my keys to victory here for them. Just get into your game as quickly as you can. They like to move, and they move side to side a lot. That formation, the 4-4-2, allows them to play as wide as they can. Lubbock has been exploited. We saw a couple matches ago getting a little bit too close to the edge there and not being able to capitalize. But, yeah, look for CF10 to do that.
And also something that Coach pointed out that we have noticed on the broadcast is that when teams play Lubbock, they drop all their numbers back into the box and just hope they have a guy in the right spot. Is that something we're going to see tonight with CF10 probably?
With how young they are, too, they can get back there very quickly. It's just the countering. I mean, we saw the goals. They don't have a lot, and it's because they're usually trying to prevent the lead from getting bigger from the dam bursting. They can get back quickly, but how quickly can they counteract that? And we'll see Lubbock kind of putting the pressure on them doing that.
Coach David Ormiston said the strength of the CF10 team is their defense. And so we're looking to see their defense shine tonight. Matadors on the other side talking about yellow cards, going back to it. They have 8 players. Kinchilla, Butterworth, and Billenak lead the team with 3 apiece. Thomas has 2. Williams, Wagner, and Diop all have 1. I don't know. I just wanted to point that out because, again, we're trying to be equal here and always pointing out both sides of it. So, what's next?
It was kind of chippy with that, with the last match there with FC Brownsville.
There was a lot.
Yellow cards being handed out for both teams equally, and it was well-deserved in some cases, but most of the time it was the players kind of letting the environment, and we had a good turnout then.
Yeah, 5,103.
But it was mostly the kind of getting in your own head, letting the environment kind of spill into your emotions, spill into the play there. Yeah, I can see how there were so many cards handed out. But, yeah, not a discipline problem really for Lubbock there.
Looking to see if some comments here on the social media. Of course, we want to hear from you on the Lubbock Matadors YouTube channel. John, we were like 3 away from hitting 700 subscribers the other day, dude.
Oh, yeah?
During the coaches show. It was like dangerously close.
We're gonna pass that tonight.
Well, and we still want to honor what we said for the 700 subscriber, and we might push that forward. Like 725 or 750.
725.
750.
It's usually if we hit it on the night we're actually doing it.
Well, we're going to hit 700
That should be the stipulation.
That's the goal.
But we're not calling 700 tonight.
We're not.
725.
725.
Yeah, we're getting the 725.
That's the new number. Forget
That's
the 700.
The new number. Yeah, throw the old number out.
Yeah. We got some awesome comments coming in here, though. Says white out with 3 fire emojis by Base Goose. I'm wearing white today.
I had my white shirt prepped. Got to laundry a little late.
It happens.
Well, it was a short turnaround this week.
5 days. You wore that last game?
It was quick. I wore it the last game. That's why I didn't want to wear it again.
I wore my red one. I had my act together, audience.
Would it surprise you if I said I wanted to be the opposite? So I was just.
You knew I was going to wear white?
Probably.
Yeah, he did. He did. We're boys. Arthur saying, Viva Matadors.
Hey.
And then the Fish Room ABQ, let's go Matadors in all caps. Peyton. Attaboy, Devin. Attaboy, Peyton.
Attaboy.
Attaboy.
Hey, also tell us where you're watching from tonight.
I'd love that. South Africa says Yvette Nadu. 2:14 in the morning. Go Matadors.
Hey.
And then homegrown. That's awesome, says Arthur. He's talking about Adam coming in here and joining the team. What's next for both of these teams? You know, we get to do that because we're on the call. The Matadors are going to hit the road, take on Oklahoma United after a pretty lengthy day off. But for CF10 Houston, they take on Oklahoma United before that on July 21st. Maybe June 21st because
it's June.
Yeah, that'd be a
We're
long time.
not looking that far into the future.
Yeah, they'll be playing at Central of Oklahoma, the University of Central Oklahoma, Chad Richardson Stadium. So it'll be back-to-back road games and home games for Oklahoma, though, as both of these teams will be heading out there next.
I think it's going to be exciting to see. We talked about it with some of the Moses at the tailgate earlier, too. You want to see, let's be real. I mean, Oklahoma United FC, they're the benchmark right now for the Lone Star Conference. I know they have a game in hand. They're up on top of the table right now. But with all those games played, yeah, they have that goal differential that heavily favors them.
What is their goal differential?
That's what's chasing Lubbock right now here, too.
Man, yep.
You want to be able to go in and hold yourself to this standard, not just Lubbock standard on their own, because we know, like, hey, Lubbock likes to score. Lubbock has almost a pedigree now of getting into the postseason and showing teams we belong here.
Yeah.
And it's a short, I know it's short, tradition of winning, but it is still a tradition of winning. And Lubbock still kind of chasing that. We know where we want to be. We're trying to get back to that level of #1 prominence.
Yeah, by the horns is the theme this year, and they're trying to grab the playoffs. They grabbed the playoffs by the horns, but now they're trying to host. And so
now they're trying to turn it.
Trying to steer the
Trying
horns.
to steer it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, with the Matadors.
Steer the steer.
The Notorious. I like it. Head coach of CF10 is their owner. Did you know that?
I did.
Yes, his name is Carlos Flores, and that's your crazy fun fact of the day. They call him Coach Carlos on their social media channels, but I think that's really cool that the owner is invested. Of course, the Matadors owner's here in town. Hitch is here in town, which is really cool. But the owner is involved, and he is the coach of the team.
I mean, that's about as hands-on as you can get with the with the club like that. But he has shown knowing how to cultivate younger talent, knowing what it takes to be a part of the area, a part of the Houston area, and basically kind of doing what Lubbock is doing, kind of fostering more of a developmental process to go into your NPSL level team.
You said the Houston area. That's key, right? They're CF10.
That's key.
Houston. But they're not in Houston. They're located in Katy, and it's really cool that they're a club full of opportunities. Players of all ages are part of this organization. They compete year-round. This is a club that has a youth organization that develops players, and we might see some of the players that they've developed tonight as the Matadors host them here.
You're going to see a lot. The bench isn't that deep for CF10 Houston. I know they had a shorter turnaround than Lubbock has. Actually, it's about the same. Excuse me. But yeah, they had that turnaround look to them to go to the bench very quickly.
Military Appreciation Night is tonight for the Lubbock Matadors here at PCP. Both my grandfathers served our great country here, and thank you to our military servicemen and women, past and present. We want to make sure we say that on the broadcast tonight. John, they're going to be debuting some pictures on the video board of military members.
Oh, that's a surprise for me.
Yeah, they posted it a few days ago. They put a Google Drive link, which at my school district that I work at now, they got Google blocked. So I had to go on my phone to do it because I was on my laptop.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, sad day, but I was able to submit a photo of my grandfather, so I'm looking over here to see if I see him on the video board tonight.
He keeps peeling off a look just to
well,
try to
and
catch
I'm also
it.
looking at the time too, because at 7:30 we're welcoming in a new audience on My Lubbock TV once again,
as always.
And we want to do a reset at 7:25, so I'm trying to make sure that we give our production crew a break and us a break for like 5 minutes as we get ready for that. It's a whiteout. Somebody said it in the comments section. Is it a debut? Did they wear this on the road already?
I think they wore this frost white kit already on the road.
Dude. All I'm saying is the all-white kit is the cleanest look.
Clean. And it's very clean. That's why I'm sad I'm not representing tonight.
Well, and it's just white, and there's no stripes. It is just all white, and it has 2 docs right on the front and the black print. We should see the numbers tonight is what I'm really getting to, though.
Excellent.
We should be able to see and get everybody their names. Halftime as well. There's a big thing coming your way. During halftime, we'll have our Pepsi coming up here to talk to us. I have a name. I wrote down the name. It's in my phone.
Let's keep it a surprise.
We'll keep it a surprise. We'll have somebody coming to talk with us, though, with Pepsi, Gatorade, Celsius. You name the Pepsi company, they're coming to talk to us, though.
I'll take you behind the curtain real quick. Devin knows how to interview.
Do I?
But almost, oh, yeah, you do. But almost always it's like, hey, it's going to be this person. You got it.
Yeah.
And usually he does. He does a good job.
They usually just walk in. I'm like, excuse me, what is your name?
Cool. Got it.
Yeah, we got it.
We were prepped tonight, though. We got the name.
Yeah, and I did ask Coach David Ormiston, because it's Gatorade night, what color Gatorade would you want your Gatorade bath to be if you were going to get one?
He chose red.
Chose red. It's the right color. What color would you pick?
Give me yellow.
Yellow. I like yellow. Ooh, yeah, dude, I like the yellow.
Mostly for the taste, because you're going to taste some of that.
Yeah.
Might as well make it.
I like the classic blue. You know, it's something that they bet on every year in Vegas, for the Super Bowl. What color will the Gatorade bath be? And it's always orange.
Is blue classic?
I don't know.
Wouldn't it be red?
It should be red.
It is red.
Yeah. I just,
no, it's red. It's red.
Red's the classic.
When you think Gatorade, you think red.
Yeah.
I do.
I feel like that's a Google search during our 5-minute break. I feel like that's it. Halftime, though, coming your way during halftime. It's going to be a special one presented by Walk-Ons here in town. They're doing a giveaway for a chance for a fan to win some free food. You don't want to miss something like that. Only way you can experience that is by coming to these games, John. I would go out and compete for some free food, though.
I was going to say we can't. We'll be up here.
I will watch somebody compete for free food up here, John.
You want me to run the interview? You go out there?
I just know that anytime there's something free, I'm in, dude. I'm diving in, you know?
I mean, they were handing out posters again tonight, as they do for every home match, and I was sure to grab one.
You did, and I don't know where it went. You rolled it up, though.
I have it. It's right there.
You rolled it up. All right, still got 4 minutes, though, on this pregame show before we take a quick break and get ready for my Lubbock audience. I do want to give a shout-out to CF10, their youth development league that we were talking about moments ago. They have a team competing at the EA National Championship. It is their Houston 2008 white team, as they're representing CF10 Houston and even the Lone Star State at the EA National Championship. I think that's pretty cool, John.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're talking about the team growing and growing and growing, and I mean, what else? How else do you grow?
Well, they're developing their next talent that will be coming to Lubbock one day, which is really cool. 2008 white team, I guess. So that puts them at like 17 years old. That's the next crop of players.
Yeah, that's actually probably by next season.
Yeah, that's the next crop of players that will be coming to play against the Lubbock Matadors. Shout out to you guys. That's really cool. That's what I'm trying to get to. Shout out to them. Of course, happy birthday to Stefan Rube. It was his birthday week.
Hey!
And he almost won the Signature Stag outfit of the match coming into it. Of course, we gave it to...
I didn't see it. I missed it. I'm trying to pull up the national standings here.
Dude, the fits coming into the day, they understood the challenge. They accepted the challenge, and every single player came out with a different fit today, and non-Matador fits.
Oh, okay.
They understood that we were doing something, and again, we're giving it to Mateo Francu.
I think word got out.
Yeah,
that we were
he was wearing the jorts again. The jorts were longer, went past his knees, but they were name brand jorts. We see you, and a button-up, which was really nice. John, what are you looking up there? You said you're looking up the standings?
Yep, trying to find the national standings here. This page is not cooperating with me.
Of course, we're getting all of our stuff from the NPSL website and Squatty. Okay, getting ready for our first break as we have 2 minutes left. John, coming up during this, we're going to do a complete reset. We will do our starting 11, our Mears Mazda keys to the match. We have so much in store that fans want to make sure they stay through this break for.
Oh, yeah, new audience coming in, but we're going to give you a little bit more of a spin on everything that's going on the pitch.
Same energy, same sauce,
energy. We
same
never
all
stop.
the things, dude.
It
We're
never
so
stops.
ready. We're so ready.
Even though we had a
game
short
day.
week. It's
Dude,
still good. We're still good.
I'm unbelievably locked in today. Are you?
I was locked in last night, the night before. I'm ready.
He's ready. He has been texting me. He is ready, and we hope you are ready. It's the Matadors taking off CF10 Houston here at Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park. Who do you got? It's a Lone Star Conference battle. We'll get into that as we welcome in a new audience right after this short break. You're watching on the Lubbock Matadors YouTube channel. We'll be back with more after this.
The hunger to win is fueled by a chance to compete and the thrill of the action. The cheers from the crowd energize our team and push them on to victory. Whether it's the pre-game excitement of tailgating or the post-game euphoria of winning celebrations, United Supermarkets always brings an A-game to your party. From kickoff to tip-off and the final buzzer to the last out, United Supermarkets is proud to feed the competitive spirit.
When you hear the word cancer for the first time, suddenly every moment matters.
How do I tell my family?
Where do I go for the best treatment?
At Covenant Health, you're never alone.
Covenant's cancer team is made up of the finest oncology specialists in the region, armed with state-of-the-art technology so you can stay close to home for the most advanced treatment available.
Cancer care at Covenant Health, because when you hear the word cancer, every moment matters.
The Lubbock Matadors are all about partnering with local businesses and investing in the community.
Being a local business, it was really important to us, not only to support Dustin and his family, but the Matador Soccer Club.
welcome you out to Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park on My Lubbock TV and on the Lubbock Matadors YouTube channel. This stream is being presented to you by Mears Mazda Volvo, Lubbock's locally owned luxury dealership. Since 1971, they've been helping their guests through the process of everything you need to be able to handle to buy a car. Go see our friends off of Spur 327 at Mears Mazda Volvo. Welcome into the booth. Devin Ward here alongside John Bocanegra. He's him. I'm I. You know the routine. We're here, and he's looking pretty fly as always.
You actually had the better polo of us today. That's a new fit for me. I haven't seen it before. You had to match. You had to match the whiteout.
I did, and he countered me. He knew what he was doing, though. It's awesome to be ready for tonight. It's a whiteout tonight here at Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park as the Matadors host CF10 Houston. Fourth battle all time between these two teams, John. And the Matadors have had their number in the previous renditions of this battle as they won earlier this year 3-0. They're 3-0 all time in this battle.
I mean, they're looking to keep the pace going, most importantly for the playoffs. Yeah, you secured a spot already, but coach isn't even thinking about that. Take care of business tonight, and that's the only thing that he's thinking about.
Oh, 100%, and it's one game at a time every single time with head coach David Ormiston. In his first year, he's got this team sitting at 6-1, and they seem to be playing really well right now.
Outside of not scoring as many goals as Lubbock should be, according to the tailgate too.
Mm-hmm.
But the better part about that is that they're actually getting into spaces where they're creating more chances, and you're probably going to see a lot of those going tonight.
On the other side, they welcome in a CF10 Houston team that is still looking for their first win. It's a young team. When you do your research on them, you'll find that really quick, that there's a bunch of high schoolers, that this is a developmental team coming in here.
I mean, youth is the name of the game, but
you
don't want to be that young. Where they lack in experience, of course, they bring in all the speed, all the ability. I mean, they have a limited amount of subs coming in tonight, but those kids can run forever. So look out for CF10 to do that.
Head coach of CF10 Houston is Carlos Flores. He's the owner of the team, and he's been involved in every single way as you can as an owner.
I mean, it's more of I know what should be going on, so why not just do it kind of thing.
Absolutely. We'll get into some other storylines coming into the game. The name of the game, though, is you win and you continue to be where you want to be if you're the Lubbock Matadors, which is you've already made the playoffs, but you would want to host. And if you win, you're going to get to host the rest of the way out.
Oklahoma United FC, they do have a game in hand. They're right behind Lubbock in 6 games played, but that goal differential, it's going to kind of come down to that. 11 for them, 10 for Lubbock there. But that's the bar. That's the benchmark that Lubbock is holding themselves to. Outside of the Lubbock Matadors themselves, you're still kind of chasing that top of the table there with Lubbock coming in second. West Texas FC is not too far behind, and the Vaqueros of Fort Worth actually winning a couple weeks ago vaulted them into the 4th place position. So it's a tight race still.
Yeah, at the very top. All you got to do, though, if you're a Matador, is just win the next 3 matches, and you're going to be where you want to be, which is here hosting the playoff games. Now let's get into our starting 11s. John, you have the starting 11 for the CF10 Houston club, and I'm going to go ahead and let you take it away from there as we have the pageantry down on the field taking place.
Carlos Acre, number 24. Chris Njoku, number 22. Diego Villavicencio, number 20. Isaac Santos, number 2. Jesse Ochebiri, number 30. Kenneth Njoku, number 27. 28. Leonard Ochebiri, brothers. Couple sets of brothers out there tonight. Roshan Green, number 9. Yassini Ketiani in the net for number 1 there. Antonio Cardenas, number 15. Diego Jones, number 16. Your starting 11 for CF10 Houston.
Yeah, and for CF10 Houston, they got a couple goal getters in that starting 11 as well. They've only scored 3 goals all season, though, John.
Unfortunately, they are the only goal getters for the team currently.
Yeah, the 2 goal getters is Jose Ramos and then Sagesi Florin Gutsa Audenberg. No?
Awubeng. He's coming off the bench tonight for CF10, looking to kind of inject probably somewhere earlier than, depending on what the scoreline looks like, you're probably going to see him in a little bit sooner.
If you're the Lubbock Matadors, you want to, John talked about goal differential, you want to maybe help that stat a little bit tonight.
I mean, the talk of the tailgate was they want to see it go in, and Coach was not, he didn't really shy away from that either, but it was more of a, we have the chances, and kind of what he said to us last week, we got to score.
Absolutely. Now let's get into the starting 11 for the Lubbock Matadors. Are you ready? I think we have a pretty sweet video to play for you here. In goal today is Andre Shalefli, 5'11" from Western Oregon. Duvon Canchilla getting the start once again. He'll be rocking the captain band, and we see his family already lighting up the comment section. Tim Kashula, he's getting the start. He'll be on the defensive side wearing number 3. Speaking of defense, Theo Butterworth has been pretty stout on the defensive end. He'll be wearing number 4. And then here's your 3-headed monster that we alluded to in the pregame show.
We call them the Trident.
The Rident. As we alluded to on the pregame show on YouTube only, as our My Lubbock audience is now joining us. Jamal Williams getting the start at forward. Jack Thomas getting the start as well. Momo Diop back in the starting lineup.
Oh, yeah.
You're excited to see him back.
That's good news. I mean, everybody, as soon as they heard, oh, Momo's back. Momo's back.
Absolutely. Momo is back. Jack Pasco getting the start tonight. He was a guy that was on your roster last year. He's as steady gets. He's a good guy on and off the field, and he's earned his way back in the starting 11.
I mean, Coach was talking about intensity as always in training. The guys really do compete with one another to get into the starting 11. It's good to see Pasco back in the starting lineup.
It says, kept his head down and worked. That was my notes, and that's how he earned his way back in there. Stefan Rube, the birthday guy from this week, getting the start as well. Mateo Francu getting the start. And then Bryce Glisson, that is another new name in the starting 11. He's been consistent as well. He'll be wearing number 77.
Coach is basically talking to us about consistency, just kind of finding its way to the top at some point. And it bubbled over in the positive way, boiled over in the positive way. And seeing Glisson out there tonight, that's an interesting change in the lineup for Lubbock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lude Clausen normally wearing number 77. And, of course, we can get into some of our substitutes that will be coming in, checking in tonight, possibly. One of your subs is Ollie Marshall, wearing number 23. Stefan Billanak, he'll be a sub tonight, wearing number 12. Ryan Nadeau will be coming off the bench. He's one of your guys that's a starter a lot of times. He's wearing number 8. Nicholas Anson Carlson, number 17. Nico Cross, sub. And then Alejandro Sanchez. And then the new guy, the new name that's coming in tonight, a Friendship Tiger and a guy that's playing at the D1 level out at Memphis, Adam Abeyoham Midi. Did I get that right? No. Help me out. I had it right, too, in the pregame show. Adam Abu Hamidi.
Abu Hamidi.
Abu Hamidi. I got it that time.
Yeah, there you go.
He didn't have to say it, and I got it that second time. Excited to see him, though, getting out here and being one of the first, if not the first, Lubbockite to be on this team.
I mean, Coach is talking about all the chemistry he's had, coaching experience. You have a player coming in from D1 to kind of bolster the team a little bit more. Look for him to start not start, but to get some minutes as a substitution tonight.
Yeah, maybe like 20 minutes is what Coach was saying, but that's exciting, seeing a Lubbockite out there on the field. Speaking of exciting, we're going to have our Mears Mazda keys to the match coming your way. We have a quick TV timeout here on My Lubbock TV and on the Lubbock Matadors YouTube channel. But when we come back, we'll have all the pageantry and the keys to the match. What will it take to win for the Lubbock Matadors? We got them ready for you. We'll be back with that when we return here at Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park.
The hunger to win is fueled by a chance to compete and the thrill of the action. The cheers from the crowd energize our team and push them on to victory. Whether it's the pre-game excitement of tailgating or the post-game euphoria of winning celebrations, United Supermarkets always brings an A-game to your party. From kickoff to tip-off and the final buzzer to the last out, United Supermarkets is proud to feed the competitive spirit.
The Lubbock Matadors are all about partnering with local businesses and investing in the community.
Being a local business, it was really important to us, not only to support Dustin and his family, but the Matador Soccer Club.
When you hear the word cancer for the first time, suddenly every moment matters.
How do I tell my family?
Where do I go for the best treatment?
At Covenant Health, you're never alone.
Covenant's cancer team is made up of the finest oncology specialists in the region, armed with state-of-the-art technology so you can stay close to home for the most advanced treatment available.
Cancer care at Covenant Health, because when you hear the word cancer, every moment matters.
And we are officially back here at Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park, and we're excited that you are here joining us once again as the Lubbock Matadors are set to host CF10 Houston in a battle in the Lone Star Conference. Moments away from first kick. We got to be really quick here with the Mears Mazda keys to the match. John, what are your keys to the match?
Well, if you're Houston, basically get into your game. Settle down as quickly as you can. Pace, pace, pace. Jam the middle. Talked about the formation being a 4-4-2 on the pregame show. It allows you to kind of gum everything up. It stretches the field more, and part of getting into their game as well is make Lubbock go wide, make them go back and forth, side to side. More importantly, keep a cool head. It's a young team. We understand that. They understand that too.
Yeah.
But if you get behind early, don't panic. For Lubbock, finish. I mean, Coach is talking about it too. They get all the opportunities. They want to see it go into the back of the net. Get into your challenges sooner. They want to play off to a hot start, not necessarily scoring 2-0 off the bat, but they want to get going early. And, of course, get the crowd behind you. You talked about this place being a fortress, and you kind of want to rattle CF10 a little bit. Yeah, get the home crowd behind you.
And those are the Mears Mazda keys to the match from John, from Coach. If you've watched any of our broadcasts this season, you could probably predict what Coach Ormiston would say. He said, be aggressive, start fast, be clinical, and then the third one is what John said, use the crowd to your advantage.
Get them in there.
Get them involved. Get them excited early.
It doesn't take a lot, too.
To get them excited early?
It does not take a lot.
Now, it's a big crowd here once again at Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park. Grateful for everybody that's coming and joining us game after game. Hey, we got one more TV timeout, and then we're going to have first kick coming your way. So stay with us. We'll be right back right after this. All the action coming your way here in this NPSL Lone Star Conference battle.
When you hear the word cancer for the first time, suddenly every moment matters.
How do I tell my family?
Where do I go for the best treatment?
At Covenant Health, you're never alone.
Covenant's cancer team is made up of the finest oncology specialists in the region, armed with state-of-the-art technology so you can stay close to home for the most advanced treatment available.
Cancer care at Covenant Health, because when you hear the word cancer, every moment matters.
The hunger to win is fueled by a chance to compete and the thrill of the action. The cheers from the crowd energize our team and push them on to victory. Whether it's the pre-game excitement of tailgating or the post-game euphoria of winning celebrations, United Supermarkets always brings an A-game to your party. From kickoff to tip-off and the final buzzer to the last out, United Supermarkets is proud to feed the competitive spirit.
The Lubbock Matadors are all about partnering with local businesses and investing in the community.
Being a local business, it was really important to us, not only to support Dustin and his family, the Matador Soccer Club.
a warm Thursday night. It's a magical night for football here on the South Plains. The cowbells are ringing. The Matador fans are singing. It's game day here on the South Plains as they're set to host CF10 Houston. And of course, this game is being presented to you by Mears Mazda Volvo, Lubbock's luxury-owned dealership. Deb Moore here alongside John Bocanegra for what is now round 5 of us being on the air this year, round 4 for John, and we're grateful that everybody's here joining us here on the YouTube channel and on My Lubbock TV. We want to hear from you. Arthur's been busy in the comments section tonight. We're grateful for that. He said yellow is the Gatorade Classic, but he also said keep up the intensity, Matadors.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 91 degrees tonight. It's a fair night. It's going to be 72 when sun goes down. Perfect night for some football.
Perfect night. You see CF10 Houston FC there. Getting ready for this game and first kick, getting ready to roll. Conchilla there, getting ready to get the first kick. Of course, he's rocking the captain band on the left arm. John, I almost wore the captain band. It was a red bandana that I almost wore tonight, and I didn't think I earned that title.
You're a Mozo, though.
I'm an honorary Mozo.
Official. No, it's official. Not honorary, nothing. Official.
Officially official. If I was in the Discord, I'd be official, right?
Okay, you got me there.
I got you there. Great attendance, though, once again, on a Thursday evening. It's a midweek game. You know, those are always hard to test to see, you know, how that's going to look. But great crowd here once again. And I think whenever they were in that CF10 Houston huddle, I don't know if you saw, John, one of the players was pointing to the back towards the fans. I guarantee you that's what they're talking about is the attendance.
Hey, don't let them get to you, but, I mean, you got the Moses right there hugging the rail. It's hard not to. Holding the flag up. Mozo's Pope holding that flag up. You got Ryan right there on the drum.
Rocking and rolling, dude.
It's hard. I'm telling you, it's easy to get that crowd riled up. We saw it last week when things are getting a little chippy last Saturday. Got Notorious hyping the crowd up right here. But again,
yeah, just days after National Mascot Day.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to him. Finish your thought, though, John.
But, yeah, keeping the crowd out of it, too. You want to see CF10 get off to a hot start, just like Lubbock does. And, again, with that pace and being able to outpace Lubbock, that's what they kind of need to lock into here.
Looking down at the bench for the Lubbock Matadors, they have a bunch of substitutes tonight. Now I'm looking over at the CF10 bench, looking for substitutes, and I don't see a soul over there, John, except for the coach.
Might be someone warming up somewhere or still not coming out of the locker room. We do have 4 subs listed, though, for CF10.
Yeah, we got a page of subs, but just looking. And, of course, CF10 rocking the red kits with blue pants tonight. You see them standing there. Matadors in the all-white kits, looking pretty clean.
Is that your favorite look?
I don't know. No, I love the teal. I love the teal, but I do love the white because, of course, I can see the numbers on the back quite well. Each jersey has pros. That's a pro. But I don't know. I do love the all-whites. Nothing beats the all-white.
You're seeing CF10 kind of space it wide to start off the match here on the near side for us.
First kick tonight, 7:49. 7:49 first kick. Throwing already for CF10 Houston. You know, whenever I was watching their broadcast back, John, from the Matadors' previous game this season, they had their camera very low to the field. But what I noticed in that film was that the Matadors have a big team. They're tall, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, this TV angle doesn't really do it justice, but if you're sitting kind of where the Moses are on the rails there or anywhere in the stand, there's no bad seat in the house here.
No.
At Plains Capital. But, yeah, you can kind of tell Lubbock's outsizing them right now. And, again, we talked about that team being younger for CF10 Houston. That's a little bit of the difference there.
Yeah, and going back to where the Mozos are sitting, and you saw that in that camera shot right there, that's about as high up that the camera angle was. And so it was like a fan perspective as they get it into the box here to JT. JT firing from deep just to the left of the goal. And it's going to be a goal kick.
Opening up there. That looked poised. I'll say that. That build-up was not necessarily slow, but methodical.
It looked great. It looked great. Here's a goal kick here. Of course, Yassine Ketanini, or Kenani. I had it right the first time, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Ketani.
Speaking of firing, there's a goal for the Matadors. We are less than 2 minutes into this ball game, and hello, scoreboard! With the goal, Mateo Francu. And the Mozos are celebrating already. Wow. In the second minute, Here's your instant replay, John.
A poor pass, a great trap. A better build up there, just a solo effort for Francouz.
Something beautiful. Matadors jumping out early, and those cowbells are getting used already.
That's some of the youth that we were talking about here, just unable to capitalize. Just getting the ball out of the backfield, that was a problem there for CF10. That shouldn't happen. Things like that should not happen.
Today should be one of those games where they test to see how many of those smoke cannons that the Mozos brought. That's what you want if you're a Matador fan tonight.
A nice plumage of red just billowing from that flag there. Oh, the kid started it. Hey, good job, kid.
Hey, you'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Another thing you'll love to see is United Supermarkets and United Express. They're the official grocery convenience stores of the Lubbock Matadors. Visit United Supermarkets, Market Street, or Amigos to become a reward member today and use your points to save on groceries or fuel. They are proud to support the Lubbock Matadors, Lubbock soccer team. Go there at least once a week, John, to United Supermarkets.
Get yourself a tasty beverage?
No, yes, because they do serve up some $2. But of course, you know, for groceries, you know,
gotta feed the family.
I got 2 kids, you know, another one on the way. They love watermelon. It's watermelon season. We average 2.5 a week. Staying hydrated, and that's something you got to do tonight as well.
The chile powder on it, some lemon, a little bit of salt.
You're talking my wife's language now.
Dude.
You're talking her language.
I'm telling you.
Brock McFarland saying hello to the international audience. Love to hear that. And yes, hello to everybody that's tuning in from all over the world. One reminder, make sure you share, make sure you comment, and make sure you like the stream. Share it with your friends. Let them know that we're on the air. Pushing the ball to that far side. And it's going to go the other way.
Great 1-2 Great 1-2 play there. We're checking to see if they actually counted that goal.
Yeah, we just heard from our producer in our ear. Here's your instant replay on that. The scoreboard does not have it on the board, but I didn't see anything going the other way where it would not have counted. Now they have it on the scoreboard, and so they did count it. That always makes me nervous, John, because I'm the guy that would always yell goal and get excited, and then it doesn't count.
I mean, we did all the celebratory things. Another great ball on the edge there.
Yep, over to Jamal Williams, the former Signature Stag man of the match.
Great step over.
Crossing it to the middle. Oh, and great job by CF10. It was an offsides, but they cleared that there. They had a defender home ready to boot it out of there.
We talked about the trident of attack there. Momo just kind of creeping up into that 6-yard area. That ball just, I mean, excellent pace on it. Just almost got a foot on it, but again, it was offside.
Going back to that goal that happened in the 2nd minute, just 3 minutes ago, by Mateo Francouz. Mateo, that's his first goal this season from Central Arkansas, home country of France. Shout out to him. Jay Garcia joining us now on the live stream and in the comments saying, let's go Matadors. Well, let's go, Jay. Glad to see you back here for another home match. Got the ownership here tonight. Of course, Hitch is in town. See him over here on this right side next to the Fuse Graphics Group sign. Of course, you know, he is the owner of the club, and, you know, a lot of great things happen with this organization, and it all starts right in the ownership group, right? They help support them and help take care of them, John.
I mean, I'll take you behind the curtain here. We got to hang out with them. Nice little campfire. Got some Perry's Pizza out there too, just hanging out, but treating everybody like people. They weren't above anybody. They knew the value of having people from Lubbock be a part of this club, and it's just a fantastic effort all around from top to bottom.
Was that on the Meet the Players night at
this
the
was
barn?
actually a couple years ago.
Okay.
It was a good time. It was a good night.
Some Perry's Pizza.
Oh yeah, it was excellent.
Let's go. Pato says Valerie in the comments section.
We're seeing Lubbock stretch it out now, actually playing into what CF10 wants to do. They shift a lot, I notice, just kind of back and forth, not really controlling any edge in particular.
Talking about Brownsville? Or
CF10, excuse me.
Not Brownsville.
Yeah, CF10.
CF10.
Yeah.
I'm still locked in from 5 days ago.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, that short turnaround.
It was an extremely tight turnaround for us in the broadcast crew, but normal for the guys out there on the field. That is, like, to me, that's a great amount of time to refresh, get some new training session practices in, maybe do some new set pieces, learn some new things. John, I feel like that's a great turnaround.
I mean, we saw CF10. They had a cancellation on their schedule against Arkansas. That match was postponed. Not sure if it's going to be rescheduled yet, but they've had a lot of time to actually prepare and come into this one as well.
Yeah, as they're attacking that far side, Theo Butterworth boots it out. Our awesome ball crew that's over there with the kids are already running and gunning and going to get it so they can get back to the action.
There's some of the youth players out there. They're used to running.
Yeah, and wearing the orange jerseys tonight. I think they're from the orange team. What do you think?
Some Whataburger, maybe?
Ooh, Whataburger. That'd be cool. CF10.
Great chance here.
Matador defenders right
All
in front of
over
him
it.
immediately. As
Yeah.
Jack Thomas looks to push it the other way. Jamal Williams with it.
Great effort. Oh,
Yeah,
still got it out.
Still. Oh, and a great pass to Jack Thomas. Oh, scooping his feet out from underneath him, and CF10's fired up. There's going to be a call right there, and I believe we're about to have a penalty kick. Here's your instant replay.
Great breakaway. Oh, just a slight heavy touch right there by Njoku. Chris comes in a little late on that challenge there, and I mean it's crafty. That's Jack being Jack right there, and I mean, what else can you do outside from the keeper almost getting caught out of position there? So it sets up this spot kick here from the penalty area.
Yep, and it's going to be Momo Diop with it. You see the cowbells going. Let's hear him ring, and let's all sing again. This time, hopefully it's a goal. Diop this season's got 4 already. Let's see if he can make it number 5.
Katani already let one in. Don't think about it. Just think about this one.
Momo here, putting the ball down, taking his time.
Part of the mental aspect of this.
Absolutely, getting in the head of the goalkeep. It's young man special. We've said it all season long. See if he can keep it rolling here. The pride of Senegal. The stutter step. Going left. Yes, sir! There's number 2. G-O-A-L. Goal! Momo Diop! We're less than 10 minutes into this match, and the Matadors extend their lead. It's 2-0.
You want to talk about composure in the highest form? Taking a penalty. I've done a few myself. Not easy. Great approach. A little bit of trickery there on that stutter step, but knew instantly where he wanted to go. Again, Katani lets another one go in. 2-0 to the Matadors.
2-0, Momo Diop. Let's go, says Arthur, and that's exactly right. This is what this audience came to see tonight. Matadors taking advantage of their opportunities. They had 20 shots on goal, John, in their last game, only scoring 2. That wasn't the percentage they wanted. They wanted something higher, and they're already starting off better tonight.
Lubbock's, they're kind of hungry for this, too. The boys in practice, Coach was talking about as we get another chance in the box.
Yeah,
here.
oh my goodness, already. Sliding in there was JT. It was scooped out of there by a defender. Matadors trying to re-win possession here as they get it back right outside the box. Pressure, pressure, man.
Kenneth Njoku on the defense there. Good job getting it out, but it's right back into Lubbock's feet.
Didn't take long. They dominate time of possession a lot of times in these home matches, John, and especially on this side of the field of the opponent, and you're seeing it here starting out.
I mean, it's a heavily favored, at least 80% possession there for Lubbock. As you see it just drop it all the way back, another, well, except for there.
Yeah, Franco
but
losing it.
It's more the build-up, getting in there, getting the team as uncomfortable as possible. As we've seen in the first 11 minutes now, just getting that defensive formation to shift back and forth across the touch lines.
Speaking of defense, scoring goals on the field with solid defense, just like in life, the Jonathan Shaw Agency is here to protect your home, auto, life, and retirement. Trusted coverage, championship service. Call them today for your defense off the field. Jonathan Shaw Agency. Elite ad transition right there, John.
Well done.
I think that one was it. Jay in the comment section saying 2-0. That's right. Arthur saying, let's go, goal from Momo.
Great switch. Great ball play from the back there. Ooh, lovely touch.
Yeah, great pass to Jack Thomas. Looking for a cross, diving across. Oh, and man, the Matadors were home right there. It was off the fingertips of the goalkeeper, Yassine Kitani. Some life there by the Matadors. Bryce Glisson trying to finish it there, but last second, CF10 saved it out of there.
Another reset here from Lubbock. CF10's just not really pressing out all the way. They're not looking to give any high pressure here. They're trying to keep their shape back there in the, at least 4 in the back. They're getting close, but they're not actually pressuring.
Want to give a shout out to our community sponsor of the match tonight as the Matadors have possession of it. It's the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Southwest, as they are removing barriers, strengthening families, and promoting healing when children need health care. Through the Ronald McDonald House in Lubbock, they provide families with a home away from home when they need to travel for their child's health care. Through their Ronald McDonald Family Room program, they provide families with comfort of home inside of the hospital. You can join them in supporting families when they need it most by donating, volunteering, or rounding up at McDonald's. Learn more at rmhsesouthwest.com. Here comes the Matadors once again. Jamal Williams stutter stepping, sliding as that CF10 player, and that ball gets booted out of bounds.
Looked a little antsy there. Stutter step kind of led into that first heavy touch right there. He wants it. You can tell he wants it.
Yeah, here's your discount double check on it right there. Motley saying, let's go Glisson. Yes, Bryce Glisson in the starting lineup tonight. Glisson from Edwardsville, Illinois, Maryville University. Of course, our camera operator that you see that is on the air right now, he's from Illinois. Shout out to Ben over there. I think I remember seeing one of the players was a Saluki too, now that I think about it.
Really?
Yeah, I have to look into that. I'm going to get into that. I'm going to look for it for you, Ben. Here's a goal kick. Glisson there, boots it.
Katani putting that in the right spot. Deflection there going out. Possession for CF10 still.
I think
look for them to switch look for them to switch the field a little bit more. You got to get out of this high pressure overload area from Lubbock as they throw it right to Lubbock's feet.
Whistle blown right there.
Pasco not happy with that little tough love shove there.
Well, and the official dropping the ball, and we're back to it pretty quick. Bryce Glisson, let's get to know him. The go-to hype song for Glisson is Ultra Light Beam by Kanye. There you go. He's done that since he was 15. He says he's not a big Kanye fan, but he listens to it before every competitive match, as Glisson has the ball here, taking it to the middle of the field, going to that far side and looking for a cross. And too heavy of a touch. Goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Let's finish this out for Bryce Glisson. He said if he could play another sport, John, it would be none. He says he has no talents outside of playing ball.
I was going to say football is his one and only.
He says he's tried them all, but real talk, he thinks football or track because he's a good runner. I could see that.
Oh, we've seen it. I mean, great job dispossessing Houston there in that last one.
That is your get-to-know Bryce Glisson. I have a few more of those tonight, John, that I'd love to share throughout the contest.
Keep them in the pocket.
Yeah, dude. You know, I got one on Francoux. I got one on Williams, Pasco. Backup goalkeeper Ollie Marshall. I'm excited to get into them. And that's what it's all about, is getting to know these guys. A little fact about them makes it fun.
Antonio Cardenas right there just getting dispossessed from behind. You got to push that pace if you're the forwards for CF10.
First time that we've seen the goalkeeper right there, Andre Schleffly. It's one of those games where he's got to stay dialed in and focused because at any given time, CF10 could be coming his way.
I know Houston doesn't have any shots on goal or any shots, period. But yeah, you don't want to get too lax back there. And that was the general language coming into this too. Like, we know who we are, we know who they are. We know what we're striving for in terms of the playoffs, but not thinking too far ahead. Great touch there. Beating the double. But that was the general consensus of the team, is look at what's in front of you right now.
My father-in-law tuning in saying, let's go. Love to see it. Or it says, let's go. Ooh, I like that. Let's go. You love to see it. Another thing you'll love to see is season ticket owners. Of course, season tickets are on sale still with the Matador season tickets. Fans can get home, you know, they can come to all the regular season home games, discounted merchandise, free kids camps. Yes, I said free. For more information, of course, with only one more home game, somehow you could still buy a season ticket.
Still got time.
Still got time. West Texas FC, July 5th.
Also good for playoff tickets, by the way.
Hint. Subtle hint.
Hint, hint. Interesting to see Dubon back there in the defensive formation in the back three. Used to seeing him kind of creep up a little bit in the midfield, but He looks very comfortable on the ball.
Mozo's out in full force once again tonight. Fans are enjoying it. You see the young fan in the bottom right corner right there clapping, and then she's on beat with him.
My favorite compliment is that they don't shut up.
That is the best in it. Speaking of the best, you guys, the fans, are the best. Our My Lubbock audience team. We appreciate everything that you've done this season, watching us here and supporting us. And again, on YouTube, we got close to 100 people watching on YouTube tonight. We set a new subscription goal of 725. If you are the 725th subscriber, let us know in the comments.
Come hang out with us.
Come hang out with us on July 5th, as Momo Diop has possession of it.
Great cutout there.
Yeah, great steal by CF10 Houston. With the steal right there for them was number 4. So we don't have a number 4 on their roster, John. Oh, we do. He's a sub. It's João Gabriel Dinenez, center back. Yes, he's already subbed. Of course, substitutions are brought to you by Grease Monkey. There's no substitute for you or your vehicle. Go see him today. JT, great pass. Great finish. Jamal Williams on the assist from Jack Thomas. Scores! Go, 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 go! It's 3-0.
Fantastic build-up. The defensive pressure is what caused this possession here. Is great 1-2 touch right there. JT gets it in. And all Jamal has to do is finish.
It was outstanding, the assist coming from Jack Thomas. It's 3-0 just early into this ball game. We're in the 19th minute now.
Assessment of the first 15 as we get the hydration break here. I mean, it's been all Lubbock. It's pressure, 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 and that's what Coach is talking about. Getting up early in terms of, well, the energy. Now you're up early, literally 3-0 for the Matadors.
What a great start. This hydration break is presented to you by United Supermarkets and United Express. Don't forget to fill up your tank at United Express. If you are a Matador fan, this is what you wanted. You wanted to come out with the gas pedal down, insert your dominance, show everybody how great you are, John.
It's easy to do with a team that's, I mean, this poise, this experience. You're looking at almost instantly getting hit with 3 bodies if you're CF10, just not being able to possess, not being able to get past the halfway line, except for maybe a couple of occasions, but Lubbock's been all control so far in this match.
Absolutely. 3 goals so far by 3 different players. That's Jamal Williams' 2nd goal of the season. Of course, goals this season are presented to you by Armstrong Plumbing, Air, and Electric. Thank you to them for sponsoring our goals this season. And the Mozos are letting them know what the current score is. John, update on the bench for CF10 Houston. They now have 1 player sitting on the bench.
I think there was a change from the starting lineup that we were provided with Dinez getting in there at number 4.
Trying to battle for that possession is Jamal Williams.
Great
Here
counter
comes
here
CF10.
for Houston.
Yeah, they are running and gunning. The numbers are dropping back. Sliding in right there was Ken Chilla. Duvon there with the save.
Thumbs up back there to Shalefli.
I'll give him a thumbs up too. I just liked it, and I just subscribed it, and I just commented on it. Of course, we're wanting you to do that on our YouTube channel.
Stretching the field, switching again, keeping CF10 off balance. More presence in the middle for Lubbock tonight.
Going to the comments here on YouTube, BWM says, Andre is a great keeper and a better person.
I like hearing that.
Hey,
that's
there
great.
you go.
That's
yeah,
fantastic.
you want them to have good character, and that's something that when they're recruiting Matadors is, here's a cross.
Nobody home.
Nobody home. It was a great height on that cross right there, John. Great,
a little bit
great
too
kick.
much power, though, on the backside. I guess you're supposed to have somebody trailing in from the wing.
Going back to the character thing, though, that's what the Matadors look for when they're recruiting, right? With General Manager Dustin McCorkle, he's one of the boxes that the players have to check is that they need to be a person of high character because of the things you do on and off the field.
Great step over.
That was Bryce Glisson there. And we're going to have, I think, what is our first Signature Stag corner kick. Signature Stag, your one-stop man shop. It does not normally take until the 22nd minute to be able to say that.
Well, I mean, the defense being what it is right now, a lot of what Lubbock has done in terms of getting those corner kicks is from defense causing all of those issues there. This one so far, I mean, scoreline kind of shows you what's been going on.
Here's Duvon Conchilla here with your Signature Stag corner kick, voted the best men's store in Lubbock. Go see them today. Kind of see their logo right above the M on that flag there. That's kind of cool, John.
That's a good look.
Here's Duvon.
Near post.
Yep.
Oh, tried to sneak it in there.
Had a spin on it, dude.
As
That was.
Katani gets caught in the net there. Sneaky shot there. A lot of bodies, mostly where Pasco and Thomas were.
Some comments here, of course. Fisher maybe Q saying goal with 3 exclamation points. That's right, because it's the 3rd goal. Kerry Cowan, let's go. My score prediction is looking to be way off, and I'm good with that.
I called 4-0 at the tailgate here, and that one looks like that prediction is probably going to get blown out of the water here.
Well,
if Lubbock keeps the pace. Again, Houston has had opportunities on counters as they gather the ball here for another possession.
It's hard to keep a pace, especially whenever you're scoring at the rate the Matadors have scored, as we're 3 goals deep and it's 22 minutes into this ball game. That's hard, right? It's hard to keep a pace like that. It's
difficult. I mean, especially with Lubbock's doing and stretching the field, as you see Duvon again switching the field.
I do want to say, though, going back to Kerry's comment about the score prediction, I'm still sitting pretty, John.
Yeah, yours is, it might be on the money here.
I'm sitting pretty so far. Arthur! Oh, shoot, I thought that was Momo. Goal by Jamal. That's right. And then Wonder Tree, the host of the Coaches Show, the presenting sponsor of the Coaches, says, white hot start.
Well done. Lubbock's dropping it back here on the wing. Wide open.
You had a Bryce Glisson here on the near side. Trying to dance his way through traffic. Ball gets booted up in the air. Matadors regain possession.
A little bit of a hasty touch there from Koshulep.
There'll be a throw in here for CF10. Hey, John, when your family safety matters, there's only one body shop you can trust. You know which one that is, John?
No, tell me.
It's Hub City Body Shop's Gold Class Certified Collision Center to get your vehicle back on the road. Make it pretty. Call Hub City. Go check out our friends over there.
Shout out to Dan, by the way.
Dan the man. Daryl Ann saying, so glad I could feed my toddler dinner and watch the Matadors at the same time. Well, Daryl Ann, we're glad that you're watching. And what did the toddler have for dinner? I'm thinking spaghetti.
Thinking chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Go chicken nuggets.
I'm a chicken nugget guy. Yeah, the fans are excited to be on the big screen here. That's too cool. Of course, it's Military Appreciation Night here at the ball game. Thank you to all of the men and women that have served in the United States military, past and present. We're grateful. Freedom's not free, John, and we know what they have to go and do every single day, and we're grateful for them.
Shout out to my friend Chase.
Is Chase in the military?
He represented the Air Force.
Well, thank you, Chase, for your service. You know, I was very fortunate, John. I got to go on the South Plains Honor Flight not once but twice with KCBD.
I remember.
And my perspective of our veterans, I've always been grateful, but it grew. You know, I'm so grateful for what they've done. Seeing a grown man that went to the Vietnam Memorial to go find his friend on the wall and seeing him break down into tears, man, it just makes your heart swell in pride for our military.
Oh, great
right?
ball.
Yeah,
great
here comes
ball.
Jack Thomas again, sliding and scooped up by the goalkeeper, Katani, for a save. But to finish my thought, though, on the honor flight, thankful for our men and women, and being able to experience that was tremendous.
I'm a little jealous. I didn't get to go on one of those.
Dude, they were life-changing. A life-changing trip, and I'm fortunate that I was able to do that. Got a throw-in coming in over here, though, for CF10. They're trying to find the ball. It got stuck in the Raider pump and supply, which means their sign does exactly what their motto says, where integrity means hard work and dedication. Raider pump and supply, where our pumps actually suck. Their sign sucked up the ball right there.
It did. They got it back into play, though, pretty quickly.
We did. They did. Shout out to Raider Pump and Supply.
But you see another possession where CF10 had a throw in there, and it just falls right into the feet of Lubbock.
Okay, we have the result of the dinner tonight for the toddler. We were both incorrect. This is an all-time classic for watching a game, though. Pickles and popcorn.
Oh, okay. There you go.
It is a ball game essential.
That's a Texas favorite.
That is like my wife's breakfast every day. If she could have whatever she wanted for breakfast. Jack Thomas trying to push the ball forward to Bryce Glisson. It's a foot race.
It's a great touch.
CF10 wins it, and that was a great kick right there. It's going to be a throw-in and not a corner.
I almost feel bad for Dennis right there. They've been applying a lot of pressure the right side of their formation, left wing for Lubbock. That ball just touched in beautifully behind. He's almost on an island there.
See how strong your arm is right there. Throw in by the Matadors. Trying to reset. As Glisson has possession. Oh, kicks it between the legs of the defender. Right back to the middle. Momo Diop going over the top. And just a little too much sauce on it right there. We'll have a goal kick. I say it every broadcast, John, when you play with fire, you often get burned. The Matadors continue to get the ball deep in the side of the field of CF10 Houston. And if they continue to put shots on goal or getting in the ballpark, they'll get burned again.
Oh, Glisson's stutter step opens up the middle of the field for him. He takes the edge of the box, crosses that ball in. Great composure there to trap the ball and to dump it off. Momo probably wants that one back, too. A little bit of lean going backwards into his body.
Wonder Tree coming in the comment section. Our score prediction is getting a little closer. John, they say 12-0. Is that a real possibility, ... right?
I don't want to disparage any CF10 Houston fans watching there. So, again, they still are maintaining their shape. It's ambitious.
Yeah,
12
ambitious. That is insane. That is a Virginia Dream final score from earlier this year. JT punching it out. Another one. Oh, just to the left. Jack Thomas there firing on goal. Great save. The follow-up not able to go through. Here's your discount double check. The instant replay. I love the confidence that the Matadors are firing with.
Yeah, just outside the box. And Ketani's just getting tested from all kinds of ranges now as we take another hydration break.
Tim Kuliship was the one with that follow-up right there that just missed to the outside. We have another hydration break. Of course, hydration breaks this season are brought to you by United Express. Don't forget to fill up your tank at United Express. John, I need a hydration break. We had one earlier, though, at the pregame party, right?
Oh, I mean, that one's...
All that yapping.
That's a different type of hydration. Always fun to see the Moses out there getting to talk. We saw Dustin out there, too.
We did. I don't know if I've ever really seen him out at the pregame party.
He's a busy man.
He's a very busy man. Of course, Dustin is the general manager. Dustin McCorkle, the general manager of the Lubbock Matadors. Valerie coming in the comments saying the guy in the red just got pushed by the guy in the white. Why isn't that a penalty? Not sure. I'll be looking for that, Valerie. Fish Room ABQ saying cooking some ribs on the smoker while watching the game. That sounds like a great time.
It really does.
I like the black pepper seasoning on my ribs, John.
Okay.
Just throwing that out there.
I like the Uncle Chris's. Get Uncle Chris out there.
Uncle Chris. I guess I need to meet Uncle Chris.
Good stuff.
Matadors are dominating is what BWM says. And then Adri just tuning in. Go Matadors. Of course, Adri is John's bride.
Hello.
And she's on a bachelorette trip, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
In Dallas. Great fans here, of course, tonight, celebrating and getting to watch this team here at home. A great crowd, as you're seeing in the shots. Fans standing along the side there. Thousands is what we're talking every single game here with the Lubbock Matadors. Thousands coming to watch this hometown team. Speaking of a hometown team that you could always rely on if you're ready for a new car or truck but want to do business the local right way with an auto dealership who does it the right way, the Gene Messer Auto Group is here for you. Gene Messer started the company more than 50 years ago and has served the people of Lubbock and West Texas proudly. Gene Messer's philosophy was to do business the right way, the West Texas way. You could choose a new Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, Chevrolet, Hyundai, Volkswagen, or Kia. They always have the vehicle that you're looking for. They say, born out of a small West Texas town roots, still here today. The Gene Messer Auto Group is here for you. Go see our friends today.
Hey, just saw Tiffany, a friend of mine from college on the TV. Her family out here. They were here a couple matches ago, too. Shout out to Tiffany. Shout out to Samantha, too, a friend of mine. She said she's glad to know a local celebrity as she saw us at the concession stand.
Are you a local celebrity?
Apparently.
I love it.
I grew up with Samantha, too. Childhood friend. Hey,
okay. I would say John is, you know what, John's back, real talk, his back hurts from carrying the team up here.
That's not true. No,
let me tell you this.
The weight is evenly distributed.
He's the good-looking one. He's the one that knows all the stuff. Like, John has got it, y'all. You know what, let's blow up the comment section saying John is it.
Don't do that.
John is him. That is it. John is him. Let's blow that up in the comment section because we all know it. Throw in for the Matadors as we get our back underway. That hydration break again brought to you by United Express. Wonder Tree wants to know the over-under on the attendance, guys. Tonight, the line is set at 5,700.5. 5,700.
That might be close. There's a lot of moving people down there.
It is a lot of moving people. Of course, you know, they have a certain amount of tickets that they sell coming into the game. Now, do they all come? We don't know. Matadors, though, sold more season tickets than that. I do know that. As CF10 Houston gets the ball deep into the side of the field of the Matadors. But the Matadors do regain possession, and there will be a whistle. Bone Locker saying gonna go under on that one, Wonder Tree. Harder to get over that on a Thursday night. I could see that as well.
Yeah. 30-minute assessment here. I know we're approaching the 33rd, but if you're CF10, you got to play fast. You got to get up the field fast.
You'd have a sense of urgency.
Yeah, I mean, not even that. Not that they don't lack the sense of urgency. They're just so slow in developing past the halfway line. Just get up the field quicker if you're CF10.
If you're the Matadors, just keep doing what you're doing.
I mean, pedal to the metal pretty much. You're getting the right amount of pressure. You're hitting them with at least 3 or 4 bodies before they can even turn to go up the field. Defensive pressure is leading into the offensive chances, and that's what you want if you're Lubbock.
Let's get to know some of the Lubbock Matadors just a little bit more.
Tell me more.
I want to tell you more because, you know what, these guys are awesome and want to be able to share some of their stories. Dylan Clark, he is not in the starting lineup tonight, and he's not one of your subs, but he did see some action in the last match. He says the best advice that he's ever received in soccer. John, you are going to love it. Are you ready for the best advice?
Tell me.
It's the goldfish mentality.
Be a goldfish.
John has said that a couple times on the call this year. The goldfish has a 10-second memory. Once you make a mistake, get it gone. Move on and keep going is what Dylan says.
Excellent play on the edge here.
Matadors are moving on right here. Back to Jack Thomas, trying to go with the left foot as it bends out of bounds. And it'll be a goal kick. John.
We had the trident there on the attack.
Dude, you saw all 3 of the guys that have scored goals for you this season on the attack. Jamal Williams, Jack Thomas, Momo Diop, all kind of clustered together right there.
He had fantastic 1-2 touch play there.
It got me excited.
He just takes a little bit of a slip approaching the inside of that box there, probably about 14 yards out, 12 yards out. It's a busy night. It's been a busy night for Katani there in the net for CF10.
Yeah, it's one of those nights that all those training sessions where you're diving left and right, those reps are getting real for you real quick. Conchilla steals it away there, using his head.
Again, Lubbock dispossesses Houston, dropping all the way back, and that's probably the more frustrating part of it. Lubbock knows that they're not pressing up, so they're just going to drop the ball all the way back.
Got a Matadors doing the LBK chant. This is one of my favorites, John, because it gets everybody involved.
It's simple. You can't mess it up. Easy to spell.
Well, you know I would mess it up if there was a way to mess it up.
Another switch here. Look at that. Excellent. Switching from Lubbock. Minus the touch there. But again, you saw that ball just going all the way across the field, then back across the field again, and then all the way across in the attacking third.
Over 100 people tuning in now on the Lubbock Matadors YouTube channel. Again, we're looking to get new subscribers, more subscribers. We're at 709, John. The goal is 725. Oh, and Matadors again, Jamal Williams! Hello! Once again, Jamal Williams scores for the 2nd time tonight, and the Matadors continue to add on to their lead. It's now 4-0.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Frenzied defense by Lubbock to get that goal. As you see here, the build-up, great ball. Dumped right behind the defensive line again. Good shot to get the keeper off balance, but that's an excellent follow-up for Jamal Williams.
Yep, that was Tim Kuliship there with the shot, blocked by the goalkeeper, and then the finish. Ole, ole, ole is what the Matador faithful are chanting right now. They're celebrating as they scored in the 36th minute. Jamal Williams for the 2nd time today. This time off a deflection. John, you see this fan celebrating, but I'm looking at the goalkeeper for
Yassine
CF10.
Katani. Yassine was not happy about that. He was absolutely irate with the lack of defensive pressure there from Lubbock. And again, Lubbock's just getting into space so quickly. not allowing CF10 to react or even think at all, really.
Excellent ball, great goal, says Arthur, and it was. And then in the fish room, spelling out goal. It was a big one right there. 4-0. I might run out of space on my counter here, John. I only have space for 7. The Matadors are through 4.
Another great ball played in.
Just offsides.
That one's coming back, yeah. But we talked about that earlier, just attacking the edge there is Roshan Green talking back to the keeper there, him and Katani having a couple of words. Not good ones, I'd imagine.
I think he's telling him to stay poised, right? Yeah, he's got it. Just
well,
do your job,
anything,
you got it.
As the right back there, the right wing back, you don't want the field to be stretched too far because then you won't be able to play inside, and they're kind of taking advantage of that, just keeping him out of position.
One thing that was said on the coaches show this past week on Monday here on this YouTube channel from noon to 1, Jamal Williams said they haven't smacked anybody this season, and that's what they're wanting to do here tonight.
Yeah, Vicencio was trying to get up the field there. And Kenneth Njoku actually trying a little 1-2 action, just not doing enough. And again, Lubbock, not to discredit CF10 Houston, of course, but it's just Lubbock applying that pressure and just getting bodies on the ball as quickly as they can.
Great move there by Momo Diop. It's a 1-2. He's playing a new position tonight, John. They kind of shifted him back towards the midfield line.
Yeah, we talked about it coming into this when we got the rosters there. He's able to play anywhere. Coach is telling us his work rate is fantastic. So, I mean, you can put him at any spot. He can still be lethal.
Of course, the Matadors have a new player that joined the team today that might see some minutes later. It's Adam Abu Hamidi.
Abu Hamidi.
Hamidi. I will eventually get it.
You are so far 1 for 8.
Am I 1 for 8?
1 for 6, actually.
Yeah.
We mentioned it a couple times in the pregame show and then the pre-show.
Abu Hamidi.
Abu Hamidi.
I got it that time. Just need you to hold my hand, John. That's what it is. I need you to help me out here.
I don't want to all the time.
Yep. Jack Thomas here with a free kick, standing at about the 28-yard line. Going for the box, looking for a header. Oh, that was Jamal Williams
Great
off the
chance.
side of his head.
Great opportunity there for Williams. Unmarked, actually, on the backside there as we check the instant replay.
Yeah, he was streaking down that far backside. Here's your instant replay that you were looking for, John.
Great pace over the top of the back line there. This is actually where you want that. Probably hit that a little bit too soon, but, I mean, that's good. Coach talked about chance creation there, and we have another foul in play. Coach talked about chance creation there, and that's what you want to see. Don't let the boys get discouraged because they missed. They're just going to keep going at it.
Matadors regained possession there. I like that effort on that far side by the Lubbock Matador. Looking for a cross is Glisson.
Oh.
Might have fired it from there with his left foot. Just off to the side. Now
you're seeing a lot of work at a Glisson here.
Yeah. I like Tim Kuliship there as well on that far side on defense. He was able to poke the ball out, John. Right, and without his effort there on the defensive end, Glisson doesn't get that chance there on the offensive end.
And again, I mean, what led into the other 2 goals happening is defensive pressure creating that opportunity, and CF10 not quick enough to get back.
Great fans out here tonight. Going back to the over-under, I want it to be over. I want it to be over on the fan count, John.
No, I hear you. I mean, we heard it a lot pregame at the celebrations, having ourselves a fine 2 Docs beer.
Well, the lime.
A lime that you snuck into the...
Hey. With a lime. Here's the goal kick. Slight breeze coming into the face of the goalkeeper right there. 90-plus degrees.
That's just a heavy touch. Again, they are youthful, but it's not a lack of discipline there either. It's just pressure. Pressure will do that to you.
Right.
Antonio Cardenas was the one that actually had that chance to turn there, but Coach talked about making this place a fortress. The crowd probably factoring into that a little bit. And again, it doesn't take a lot for Lubbock to go off, really.
Making it a fortress, right? You don't want anybody to be able to come in here and come into your space and thrive. flying over Coach Ormiston right there. He hops up to help him out.
Great sportsmanship there.
Absolutely.
And again, that's Cardenas just getting a run for his money tonight in terms of pressure. Not even from the back, which I think kind of makes it worse. The midfielders are actually getting to him.
I'm watching the coaches after that interaction right there, John. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall because you know those coaches are all buddies and they like to give each other hard times, and you know they were giving him a hard time.
Oh, that's a foul in favor of Houston.
Yes, and it kind of the official late whistle there, but it is a foul going against the Matadors. Francu going to check on him. Here's your instant replay. Great job by our LISD TV team, of course, for showing you all the action.
Yeah, you see that boot kind of coming in at mid-level there.
Bone Locker saying hopes Adam gets subbed in today. Abu Hamidi. You know I nailed it, John.
You got it. You got it.
Leighton Thomas says, I think Oklahoma is losing 3-0. We need to look
check that. Yeah,
look at that at halftime.
There too. That's a big match. A couple good matches actually going on in the Lone Star Conference this weekend.
Yeah, United and of course West Texas FC are going to be battling soon. Correct? Is that the tonight match?
Let me go ahead and check.
Yep, John's going to check. Of course, all of our stuff comes from Squatty.
Shout out to Squatty.
Shout out to Squatty. Bryce Glisson here with possession on the near side. Has a couple of defenders in front of him. Ball gets blocked.
Yes, sir. Oklahoma United FC and West Texas FC are currently playing. I'll find that YouTube feed there for you.
And are they at Oklahoma or are they at West Texas? I think they got to be at West Texas just because Oklahoma's about to host both of these teams pretty soon.
Correct.
Butterworth battling right there, still keeping a hold of the ball. I believe that we will win, is the Mozos chant here. Matadors are cold, says Ryan. I think it's the jerseys is what he's talking about because they've been red hot here tonight. 4-0 the score. And then Valerie, Kenneth is a very good defender. Kenneth Njoku is who Valerie's talking about. Looking to see other stats. He's got one yellow card, Kenneth does. My question is he related to Chris Njoku? I feel like they gotta be, right? Here come the Matadors, though, with numbers, trying to pass it forward to Diop.
Right idea. Momo just a step too short there.
Would have been an offsides if he would have gathered it in and fired it. As we're coming close and nearing close to the halftime, there will be a few extra minutes of stoppage time, courtesy of the United Express hydration breaks that we've seen. For the fans that are wanting to know the update on that game, John is now going down the wormhole of trying to find a YouTube live stream. Oh, Bryce Glisson, fancy footwork there. Jamal Williams trying to get him to go back door, stolen away by CF10.
That score is correct, 3-0 to West Texas FC, and I believe this game is in the half already.
JT there, passing it to Momo. Ball still in the air. So are they playing that game in UCO? Wow, okay,
yep.
So they are in Oklahoma. If you're the Matadors, do you want West Texas to beat Oklahoma?
Well, I mean, if Coach Ormiston tells us everything, and he does, they're not too worried about it. He literally said the destiny is in our own hands right now, if you're a Lubbock fan.
Yeah, if you win on the road at Oklahoma United in your next match and then beat West Texas FC, you're finishing the season, John. When you think about it, the top three teams are going to be finishing the season against each other.
And I know I talked about a four-way play there, which is the top four teams coming into the Lone Star Conference playoffs. Great steal there.
Yep.
No one to get to, though. This Lubbock swarming again, foul in the play.
Yep, that foul goes against Butterworth. Butterworth, all gas, no brakes right there, trying to catch up to that player. And he'll be called with the foul. Shoulder check.
Fort Worth actually sneaking into that fourth spot.
You know what, I messed up earlier.
3 wins on the season for them, 9 points in total. West Texas FC at 13. If this result holds, they'll be at 16, which would tie Oklahoma United FC. And we could see a lot of shifting here at the top of the table.
A lot of things still in play right now for all the top three teams. Fort Worth kind of out of the race to be in the top two, John, would you say? and it's coming down to the final 3 here.
I mean, a lot would have to shift their way for them to kind of jump on top, at least to host a match. Great deflection.
Yep, that was Bryce Glisson there having that chance, but Momo Diop, that ball deflected off of him right there. He was getting fancy with the footwork.
Yeah, a lot would have to kind of fall in the favor of Fort Worth, especially with 7 matches played already for them.
That's going to do it for the first half, John. Busy first half. 4 goals by the Lubbock Matadors, coming in a range of different minute times. Jamal Williams with 2, Momo scoring 1, and then Mateo Francu scoring the other one. John, what a first half for this Lubbock team, and kind of a rough one for Houston, but thoughts on that first half?
You want to put a bow on it for Lubbock, you did everything you wanted to. Yeah, you probably could have a couple more on the scoreboard there, but absolute domination, execution defensively leads into offense, gets you all those chances, gets you all those goals.
A lot of conversations happening down there with the CF10 Houston team. Coming your way, though, during this halftime, we're going to have somebody with Pepsi coming to talk with us. Dylan Seidenstreicher is the name, and I'm excited to talk with him about the great things that Pepsi and Gatorade do for the Lubbock Matadors. Again, 4-0 your score here at the break. We'll come back with your halftime show right after this. You're watching on My Lubbock TV and on the Lubbock Matadors YouTube channel.
The hunger to win is fueled by a chance to compete and the thrill of the action. The cheers from the crowd energize our team and push them on to victory. Whether it's the pre-game excitement of tailgating or the post-game euphoria of winning celebrations, United Supermarkets always brings an A-game to your party. From kickoff to tip-off and the final buzzer to the last out, United Supermarkets is proud to feed the competitive spirit.
The Lubbock Matadors are all about partnering with local businesses and investing in the community.
Being a local business, it was really important to us, not only to support Dustin and his family, but the Matador Soccer Club.
When you hear the word cancer for the first time, suddenly every moment matters.
How do I tell my family?
Where do I go for the best treatment?
At Covenant Health, you're never alone.
Covenant's cancer team is made up of the finest oncology specialists in the region, armed with state-of-the-art technology so you can stay close to home for the most advanced treatment available.
Cancer care at Covenant Health, because when you hear the word cancer, every moment matters.
Welcome back. 4-0 your score here at the halftime break, and it's a great day here at the game because we're all hydrated with Pepsi, with Gatorade. Now joining us now is the regional manager, I believe is what you just told me.
Yes, sir.
It is Dylan Seidenstreicher. I hope I got his last name right. Did I get it right?
Yes, sir.
Bang, I nailed it. That's always hard, but we nailed it. He is joining us here. You guys do so much, though, with our club, with the organization. Pepsi is the official hydration drink. Same with Gatorade for the Lubbock Matadors. Why is it important that you guys get involved with teams in our community like the Lubbock Matadors?
You know, Devin, we really want to just expand our community outreach here in Lubbock. We think the Matadors have a phenomenal organization. When they came to us a couple years ago and said they were trying to kick this thing off and really bring some excitement and some exposure to youth soccer here in Lubbock, couldn't pass up the opportunity to be a part of it. So just excited to be part of this growing program. You know, they're doing some really good stuff tonight and excited to see what they do here in the second half.
Take us behind the scenes. What do you guys do for the Lubbock Matadors here locally? Obviously, you're the named sponsor for tonight, but you guys offer them drinks, and you take care of them every single day, basically.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we provide all the drinks. We provide all of the equipment on the field. That's going to, you know, the squirt bottles on the sidelines. Provide the Gatorade for the locker room, some muscle milk, some Celsius for the players after the game to get them picked back up. And then providing all the refreshments here up in the grandstands for everybody.
That's awesome. If you see Coach Ormiston out and about, you'll see him with a Celsius in his hand.
Yeah.
Peach Vibe is his favorite.
Yep, he's big on the Celsius. We make sure he's stocked up and ready to go.
I think he averages like 2.5 a day, man.
Well, you know, we'll take him drinking it, but maybe that's a little unhealthy.
We love it. We love it. If I see you out and about, Dylan, on the town, what are you drinking? What is your drink in your hand that is a Pepsi product?
I usually go with the cherry Pepsi. Personally, is my favorite. Outside
solid.
of Gatorade, you know, I'm pretty big on the Gator Lights as well.
I like it. I'm a Gator Light too. My kids don't need all that sugar, and it helps out big time. Speaking of big time, you guys have been big time since day one, and we're grateful for everything that you guys do. What has it been like being a fan and watching tonight as the Matadors are winning 4-0?
Oh, it's been awesome. We provided some cowbells for the first 1,000 fans tonight, so it's dual branded with Matador and the Pepsi logo, and they're getting a lot of work. They're getting a lot of work out there celebrating these goals.
And as a sponsor, seeing that many fans out there ringing them up, that's really fun, right?
It's been awesome. It's been
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. I know people all over this town love Pepsi. If you've not seen the Matadors truck that has that Pepsi logo, you're missing out. It's really cool when you see that thing rolling by in town, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awesome. We try to keep it here locally, just supporting the club, especially during the soccer season.
100%. I used to have a boss. I wanted to make sure I told this story to you, Dylan. There was a Pepsi truck on the I call it the Brownfield Highway, but it's the road between Ropes and Wolforth.
Yeah.
There was a Pepsi truck in the backyard of somebody's. My old boss, Pete Christie, at Channel 11, wanted to go knock on their door to see if he could get it from them because he loves Pepsi that much.
Heck yeah, we might have to get him some gear.
Yeah, I'll send you his information right after this, man. You know, people love Pepsi, and the Matadors love Pepsi. Make sure you get out there and support Pepsi because they do so much for us. Dylan, thank you so much for hopping on in our halftime show.
Appreciate you, Devin. Thanks for having me. And let's go Matadors.
Let's go Matadors. That's right. When we come back, John's going to join us once again. 4-0 your score here at the halftime break. The Matadors, they are red hot. More like white hot here on this whiteout tonight as they're dominating CF10 Houston. We'll be back with more right after this.
The hunger to win is fueled by a chance to compete and the thrill of the action. The cheers from the crowd energize our team and push them on to victory. Whether it's the pre-game excitement of tailgating or the post-game euphoria of winning celebrations, United Supermarkets always brings an A-game to your party. From kickoff to tip-off and the final buzzer to the last out, United Supermarkets is proud to feed the competitive spirit.
When you hear the word cancer for the first time, suddenly every moment matters.
How do I tell my family?
Where do I go for the best treatment?
At Covenant Health, you're never alone.
Covenant's cancer team is made up of the finest oncology specialists in the region, armed with state-of-the-art technology so you can stay close to home for the most advanced treatment available.
Cancer care at Covenant Health, because when you hear the word cancer, every moment matters.
The Lubbock Matadors are all about partnering with local businesses and investing in the community.
Being a local business, it was really important to us, not only to support Dustin and his family, but the Matador Soccer Club.
And welcome back here to Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park. Mears Mazda Volvo, Lubbock's locally owned luxury dealership since 1971. They've been finding ways to help their friends get the vehicle that's right for them. Go see our friends off of Spur 327. John, when I was coming here once again, I had to do one of those looks at the lot, and man, they got every car that you would ever imagine.
I mean, large selection, something for everybody. You got a family, you're a swinging bachelor, swinging bachelorette, whatever, they got it for you.
They got it all. Real talk. They got it all. We got less than 5 minutes is getting ready to bring the guys back out here and get the ball rolling. We do want to say thank you to Dylan and Pepsi for coming up here and talking with us. They are the game sponsor tonight. They're the ones that gave away all the cowbells that you probably hear on TV tonight. And so thank you to Dylan for joining. What is your Pepsi drink of choice? It could be Gatorade. It could be a Celsius.
It's Gatorade. It's always Gatorade. And
Yeah.
the classic yellow, you can't go wrong with that.
We
We found out it was the actual color of original Gatorade.
Yeah, that, and if Coach wants a Gatorade bath, it's going to be in red. Just wanted to let you know. It has to be in red because the Matadors were red. You think that's what they're down there drinking is red Gatorade?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. 4-0, the final, not the final, the current score here at halftime. Matadors been playing really well. They've been playing white hot, right, is what it's been as they're on top of CF10 Houston.
I mean, you got goals right off the bat, 2nd minute, 9th, 18th, 36th minute. Williams has 2 of them. Diop on the board as well. Francouz getting the first one. It's been all Lubbock in this first half. That's not to say that CF10 can't kind of counteract what they're doing. We saw them getting into open field as quickly as they could, but again, I was talking about it. They just need to press the pace, need to get up the field a little bit quicker to have a better chance at this.
A soccer coach's dream has been able to move the ball efficiently. I feel like the Matadors have been able to move it from point A to point B to point C at will tonight.
Well, if you're a Lubbock fan, you love to see how comfortable they are actually resetting, grabbing the ball in the middle of the field, turning back around, dumping it to your back line, resetting, switching the field, getting CF10 to kind of shift from touchline to touchline, just basically have been keeping them off balance the entire night.
When do we think we start seeing some substitutions come in for either side of the ball? You know, Matadors up 4-0. Do they need to add another one before Coach gets into his bag of substitutes? What do you think?
I think Coach would like to see one more drop in the back of the net there before you actually start dipping into the bench there. But maybe 60th minute or so, you'll probably see some fresh, and we do have fresh faces to come in off the bench.
That's right. Some new names coming off of the bench that they're from Lubbock, so they're not really new to the city of Lubbock, which is really cool that there's a player that is now on the Lubbock Matadors, a new signee coming into today. We talked about Mateo Francouz getting that first goal. It was a solo effort. I thought that was a really awesome thing to see him get the ball rolling in that 2nd minute. It was really quick. Momo Diop off of a penalty kick goes left, and man, it was awesome seeing him back out there. He missed the last match, and he's back out there today.
I mean, we talked about the trident of attack for the three. They had a great build-up to past the 30th minute of the match, but it's dangerous. You have a 3-pronged attack, and I mean, Houston's still searching for answers there. We saw their keeper kind of getting into it with the back line. Just help me out. Help me with something. Apply more pressure where you can.
Jamal Williams, the pride of Wayland Baptist University, just 45 minutes down the road. Had a bunch of fans here the last game. I bet he does again tonight, as he's got 2 more goals to add onto his resume rather. As man, he started out really good in the last game where he got the start, scored his first goal late in that match, and he just picked up where he left off, continuing to find his groove out there.
Fantastic build-up, goes into his first one. He catches his 2nd goal off a deflection, and you couldn't ask for anything if you're a forward.
Yeah.
You couldn't ask for more.
Stefan Rube, I thought he's played really well on that far side. Wanted to make sure I gave him a shout-out. I accidentally said it was a different player that led up to a possible play that was going to score. It was Stefan Rube that was playing on that play, and so I've been impressed with him. I don't know. The Matadors, what have they done wrong in this first half, John? Because I felt like they did a lot of things right.
I mean, if you're a Lubbock fan, it's probably not putting the ball in the back of the net more. They've had plenty of opportunities to score. If you're CF10 on the opposite side of that, no chances on goal, no shots, not really being able to get it out of the halfway area for them. But if you're Lubbock, you want to see more of that intensity. You want to keep that pressure up. You want to keep building up those attacks, and you want to see, I mean, it's going to fly off the foot no matter what, and that's what Coach wants.
Yeah. If you're a Lubbock Matador fan, you got your eyes peeled on another game happening near Oklahoma City, right, at UCO Stadium. It is Oklahoma United versus West Texas.
And 3-0 for West Texas right now, and that's another matchup we're going to keep our eye on.
Yeah, that's a big one. Right now, Oklahoma United is sitting at the top of the table, technically one game back. West Texas is sitting in the third spot. Man, they are getting red hot, and that's dangerous.
We could see a whole bunch of shifting before the night's over, so, again, we're keeping an eye on that one.
All right, and we're getting ready to get back underway here at Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park. You're looking at the scenic view out there. That's a pretty shot. They call that the beauty shot, John. Once you get your headset back on, I want you to do a look at the beauty shot and give it a breakdown as I'm going to move my headset back around. What do you think of the beauty shot, John?
Oh, it's excellent. I mean, temperatures are probably in the low 80s right now for us. That score right now for the Lone Star Conference matchup between West Texas and Oklahoma United, 3-0 still. That second half just got underway, as our second half is about to get underway.
That's right. You hear the We Ready song playing out there as the Matadors are doing some some exciting things. They're getting their legs re-warmed up is what they're doing, but it's also like a team bonding thing when they do like this little drill right here, John, right?
I love that.
Yeah, you love that. You love to see it.
You'll see him come back in for a huddle, too. Probably last-minute tactics, keeping the intensity up. A lot of movement here on the sidelines, too, for Lubbock as well, so we might see those subs in a little bit sooner than we thought.
Okay. Another thing you love to see, John, is whenever you're really hungry and you want some scratch-made goodness, go see our friends at Bubba's 33. They take pride in crafting every dish, every day, from hand-scratched, stone-baked pizzas to big, bold burgers stacked high with premium ingredients. It's all made in-house, right down to the sauces and dressings. But we're more than just great food. They're a part of the community. That's why they're proud to sponsor and team up with the Lubbock Matadors Soccer Club. Come experience the hometown hospitality and unbeatable flavor at Bubba's 33 that they can serve you, and they cannot wait to welcome you. John, I like their nachos there.
I'm actually a big fan of the bacon cheeseburger.
The bacon cheeseburger.
And I could go for some onion rings right now, too.
Yeah, they did not have the food trucks out here today, so I know John's starving.
Your boy's always hungry.
I'm over here looking at it. It looks like his belly button's touching his backbone, so somebody might need to check on John. He's a hungry fella. Great shot right there by our camera crew of Theo Butterworth. See you, Siriu. I see you. Over there working the cameras. And again, shout out to LIC TV for what they do to keep us on the air every single game. We're back underway. Second half action's underway. Devin Ward here, John Bocanegra. We're grateful that you're tuning in here tonight in this Lone Star Conference battle.
Keep those comments coming in, YouTube, by the way.
Oh, I need to pull my phone back out and get the YouTube rolling.
You're seeing Lubbock go wide again. Bunch formation there on defense for CF10. They got it ironed out there. Not getting as wide as they should be, though. Lubbock they're having their way right now. They're just kind of toying with that defense, keeping them shifting side to side.
Mozo's picking up where they left off there in the first half. And same with the comments here. It says, Alex got a chance to talk with Bryce after the first home match. The dude seems cool, really buys into the culture, and seems like a great glue guy. You like that. You like glue guys, right? They help hold the team together.
Great ball.
Yep, I see a substitution already. That's Nicholas Carlson trying to pass it into the box. CF10 clears it out. Of course, substitutions are brought to you by Grease Monkey. There's no substitute for you or your vehicle. Go see our friends at Grease Monkey. Again, Nicholas Ansen Carlson, the midfielder, checking into the ball game. He's from Norway. Rocking number 17.
I believe he came in for Momo.
No, Momo's still in. I think it's Jamal Williams.
Jamal Williams, yep.
Right as you were saying that, I saw Jamal cut up the field, and that number 10 was right at us. Great production, says Ann Archer, and I agree.
As always.
As always. Let's say par for the course, right?
Oh, yeah.
Par for the course.
Now we're hitting birdies tonight.
Hitting birdies. Going for the eagle. Never actually had an eagle. I cried the first time I had a birdie. Honest truth. And it was like one of those real birdies. You know, you're not playing with your buddy that has the best
They're
ball.
like, we'll give it to you.
Yeah. And then, of course, Braxton Thorne, the coach of the Friendship Tigers, saying, let's put up 6. Momo Diop. Oh, and there's going to be a corner kick. Signature Stag. One-stop man shop. Oh, he's saying, let's go 6. Nico Cross wearing number 6 today. Of course, he's the friendship coach. I bet he's cheering on Adam today. Here's a corner kick, signature stagger one-stop man shot. Tim Kalusha there with the kick. This is only the second signature stag corner kick of the entire ball game, as we're now in the second half. Here's your corner kick. Looking for a header off of Jack Thomas. Yes, sir! That one crossed the line! G-O-A-L, goal! Just 2 minutes into the second half, he uses his head once again and he scores. JT with a header. And now Weetaquin, in front of the Now Weetaquin sign, they're celebrating. Oh, they're taking a group photo.
Oh.
Albert's gonna eat that up.
I just watched the playback here on the YouTube, and Katani just all out of sorts. That ball gets put in the right spot.
Jack Thomas.
Katani's almost hugging the line there as the ball crosses it. Out of sorts. There was no movement on the back end. There was no movement anywhere. It just looked like the defense was stonewalled.
That's Jack Thomas's 5th goal of the season, the second one off of a corner kick. The young man knows how to, he's 5'6", John, but he always seems to be in the right spot on the corner kicks. You know, Coach talked about how he's got some ups. He can get up there.
I mean, he did. He had to.
Had to. Ryan saying easy W.
It's not over yet.
Not over yet. Still 5-0 though. Back comes Jack Thomas, firing from way deep. Whoa! Once again, Jack Thomas! Goal! Waving his friends in. It's time to celebrate again. Oh man, that's awesome. 6-0 now as we get another goal less than a minute apart.
An absolute screamer of a shot. Great first touch. Getting past that middle line, defensive line, all the pace. And it's just a rough night right now for Katani, but hats off to Thomas. Great pace. Keeper just couldn't stop it, couldn't punch it out, couldn't palm it out. Back-to-back goals.
JT, Jack Thomas. In my game notes that I'm going to have coming into tonight, I'm going to put it, or for after tonight, a screamer is how I'm putting that goal down. That's awesome, man. Before the smoke could end on the other goal, the Mozos light up another one. There's a red haze in the air here tonight now, John. That's awesome. Yeah, Arthur, golazo, JT, that's right. Oh man, that'll break your back quick. 6-0, John.
I mean, it's all downhill from here for Lubbock. Great 1-2.
Yeah, here comes Momo Diop.
Get another one,
He
Momo.
needs to shoot it. He does! Yeah! You love to see it. Momo Diop dancing on him here. It's 7-0. The Matadors are running away with it here.
Again, it's another breakdown in the middle of the field. Momo almost uncontested. CF10 just looks to be watching the ball as Momo gets past him. He had plenty of time to gather those touches there, and just another wonderful strike for the Matadors.
The fans continue to celebrate. The celebration hasn't stopped to start out the second half. Momo Magic, that is right, Kerry Cowan. John, somebody told us at the pregame party tonight somebody was going to get a hat trick. I didn't know there was a chance that 3 Matadors could have a chance in this.
It was one of our friends from the Mozos, and yeah, it's a race to the hat trick now if you're Lubbock. For CF10, look to execute. I know it's kind of getting out of hand for them.
Oh, Jamal Williams steals it. Not Jamal Williams, excuse me. Momo Diop steals it. Finish your thought, John.
Yeah, just try to create. You got a chance up right here for an opportunity at the attack. Just, again, not building up fast enough, not getting up the field, just kind of keeping your head down.
Goal differential is huge in this game, John. And the standings, and the final standings. You wanted a game like this tonight if you're the Matadors.
It's what Coach Ormison was talking about with us. He wants goals. He knows it's literally right at the cusp for Lubbock in terms of execution and getting the ball into the attacking third. And he mentioned it last week to us. he knows more of them could have went in, and that's what he's getting out of it tonight. 7-0 to the Matadors.
Oh, man, all gas, no brakes is what it's been, especially to start out here in the second half. You love to see it. Stefan Rube trying to steal the ball away. Jack Thomas temporarily pokes it away. The tenacious defense by the Matadors trying to regain possession. They could feel it. Uncle Momo is on the side of the Matadors.
Yeah, Vicencio right there with great footwork to get out of there, but just no one checking to him, no one allowing him to get space there, and just they're around him. He's just not looking up.
We got a touchdown is what the Mozos are chanting, and they do. 7-0 right now. The comments are lighting up still. Wonder Tree saying, holy smokes, let's go. White hot in all caps. You know, they are superstitious a little bit, you know. When they debuted the teal jerseys at the beginning of the homestand this season, right, the first home match, they were like, we'll wear them again if we win, right? They won in those teal. These all whites, man, they're there. This might be it. It's going to be a throw-in for the Matadors. Hey, Matador fans, Cotton Court Hotel by Valencia Hotel Collection is your go-to for a game day hangout or post-game stay. It's located in the heart of downtown Lubbock. You can enjoy cold drinks and delicious bites at the midnight shift or unwind in a luxurious room full of Texas charm. Scan the QR code on the field sign for exclusive fan rates. Have you ever been to the Cotton Court Hotel, John?
Yes, I have. Actually, that's where we were hanging out that night. We had that campfire and pizza.
Oh, nice. Trying to flip the field right there and get it to Rube over his head, and it'll be a throw-in. I got to stay the night there once, John. My wife and I won some kind of raffle. No, it wasn't. Her boss, it was a giveaway at their Christmas party is what it was.
Okay.
And it was an awesome stay. It was it's a luxurious room full of Texas charm. They're not lying. It is a great place to stay. Go see our friends. We're about to have a substitute coming in, John, and that looks like
Alejandro Rose.
There you go. Alejandro. I have Alejandro Sanchez on my list. But what did you have, John?
That might not be correct on my part. Let me check that roster.
On Squouty.
Yeah.
And as you do that, we have a Signature Stag corner kick. Signature Stag, your one-stop man shop. The third of the ball game, the third for the Lubbock Matadors. Can they add another one? Jack Thomas is the only Matador in the box, but now they're moving. A header. Oh! Did we call it? We did! Go! Matadors! I think that one was Theo Butterworth. It was. Man, it's a busy night for the Matadors as they're running away with it here. Theo Butterworth with another exclamation point.
Another ball put in the right place. Again, Lubbock having the size advantage. Butterworth just coming in on the back post there, using his size and his jumping ability to his advantage. Great ups there. Putting his forehead on that one and securing another one, making it 8-0 for Lubbock.
Woo is right. This is a big time. I feel like this is a big time broadcast just by how many times I've gotten to yell goal tonight. They are really testing to see how many of those smoke cannons that the Mozos brought as the celebration continues.
Looks like Jack Thomas's night is done.
Yes, of course, substitutions this season are brought to you by Grease Monkey. There's no substitute for you or your vehicle. Who checked into the ball game for JT?
It was Alejandro.
Okay, so it's Alejandro Sanchez wearing number 22. If you're a Matador fan, this was the game to come to, man. 8 goals, running away with it. If you like offense, this is it. Smooth like butter, says Ryan. Goal, says Arthur. Wonder Tree coming in saying, John, the 12-0 is looking more like a thing. Oh, a cross
Great
again.
Cross.
Ho, ho, ho! Are you serious?
Fantastic.
Stefan Rube scores. It's 9-0 now. Have yourself a day, Matadors. Oh, my goodness.
Great ball cross here in the back post. Again, just wide open. Rube gets a fantastic face on it. Yeah, I said that.
A fantastic face on it. Oh, man.
Uncontested on that back post, too.
Oh, great instant replays once again.
As a left wing back there, just all frustration there from number 30, Jesse Ochibre, excuse me. You're supposed to check.
Cow.
The ball goes in the air even before the kick is actually taken. You got to be looking over your shoulder there.
Oh, man, Coach Thorne has seen enough, John. He's ready to sub me in. I'd be horrible.
Yeah, you'd probably get a good solid 5 minutes.
Out of me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'd be toast. Arthur Ybarra, wow, another header, goal. Carrie saying, holy smokes, literally, and that's right. Oh, we're going to see a yellow card coming to one of the Matadors.
Not a good foul there.
This yellow card is brought to you by Pepsi. Pepsi, the official drink of the Lubbock Matadors. Who does that yellow card go against? I wasn't able to see. I think it was one of your defenders on that back line, John.
I believe it was Nico on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, just a late challenge coming in.
A little too much contact there against Momo Diop.
That still goes along the lines of the pressure that coach wants, though.
Hill Barnes wants to know if there's a run rule. I do not believe so.
No run scored in this game.
Coming into tonight, though, goal differential for the Matadors, they were in the positive. The official number for goal differential for them was +10. For CF10 Houston, they were -18. Padding the stats on both of the numbers there, right, John? Matadors,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if they continue to hold here, you want that because the goal differential down that final stretch is huge. Slowing it down is the Matadors.
Yep, Lubbock getting to the box. It's good for 3.
Yeah, it'd be good for 3.
Or in rugby, that's actually a good spot kick there.
Yeah? I don't know the rules of rugby. I just know they're not wearing pads.
Absolutely not. I mean, that's what the muscles are for.
Hey, give us a score update. How are things looking for West Texas and Oklahoma United?
In the 62nd minute, Oklahoma United FC is actually on the board. It's 3-1 in favor of West Texas.
There you go, 3-1. So Oklahoma United was down 3-0 at the halftime break. Oklahoma United finally getting on the board. West Texas FC finding their groove, though, John, and that's dangerous.
We talked about it at the half, too. It's kind of similar to what they've been putting together the last couple of seasons. Not necessarily a late starter, West Texas FC, but once they click, I mean, there's no shifting gears for them.
No, and this Lone Star Conference, John, is pretty stacked. Some off-ball things happening there, the official getting involved, and then back to the action is the official.
Lubbock looking like their inside-out approach is shifting more towards the outside.
It's going to be a signature stag corner kick right there. Glistened through his arm up right there, and I saw the flag. Signature stag, your one-stop man shop. This is the 4th one of the ball game.
Correct.
I'm able to keep count, John. I'm proud of myself.
You're helping me out. I got a stat sheet actually in front of me.
Yeah?
Keeping all of this. For those that didn't know.
I do want to make sure I give a shout out to Armstrong Plumbing, Air, and Electric. All 9 of the goals that have been scored tonight have been presented by them. Shout out to Armstrong. Corner kick here. Matadors finding extreme success on the corners tonight.
In most of their set pieces, actually.
And those are the things they work on in the training sessions. Diop coming away with the ball there.
Coach didn't give us too much on what they actually work on, but yeah,
no.
I mean, it's in the bag for them, literally.
They're pretty close to the vest on the things that they work on.
And that's okay.
Yeah, we like it. It's a guessing game. Trying to cross it to the middle of the box. Losing the feet there, but regained by the Matadors.
I know we still have a half hour left in this great 1-2 play on the edge there.
Yeah, trying to get it into the box right there.
You talked about a guessing game. Not really so much for tonight. Lubbock knew they wanted to come out, I mean, guns blazing, firing on all cylinders, pick your metaphor. But this is kind of what was expected for Lubbock. I mean, training all week was intensity, and Coach preaches that all the time.
5th signature stag corner kick. Signature stag, your one-stop man shop. Looking to see who it is. Number 3. Great shot there. Number 3 is Tim Kulishuk. Great spin on the ball, going to the back corner. Jack Thomas using his head, caught by the goalkeeper off of Stefan Rube's follow-up header.
Katani really didn't have to do much there. Stuck his hands out, palmed it, trapped it. Great pull-in for him. That ball went exactly where Lubbock wanted it, though. 3 defenders, or 3 offensive players right there on the back end.
Yeah. Shalefley here with his first touch of the second half.
If you're if you're CF10 Houston, you don't want that ball getting a second chance in that box like that off of those corner crosses.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Live Oak Animal Hospital. They are locally owned and operated by Lubbock natives and Red Raider alums. Dr. Carl Clary, Dr. Shelley Wolf, and Dr. Eric Cunningham. They are proud to offer cutting-edge technology and medicine combined with West Texas hospitality and compassion. Live Oak has 3 convenient locations as well as a mobile clinic. They offer extended hours, including weekends, and accept all walk-in appointments 7 days a week. Their passion is giving back to this community. Come see them today for the best vet care in West Texas, Live Oak Animal Hospital. John, what did I miss while I was reading that?
Lubbock, fantastic build-up shot on goal there. Actually, it went a little over the crossbar. But Lubbock applying pressure now through the middle of the field.
It rolled all the way to the scoreboard over there. And if you're familiar with PCP or Plains Capital Park, that's a good distance away from the... There you go. There is the beauty shot right where the scoreboard is. And so that kind of tells you how far the ball rolled.
Adams getting his first minutes now.
All right.
Approaching the 63rd.
Okay, so our substitution just checked in that they're checking in for Bryce Glisson, but Adam Abu Hamidi. There it is. I doubted myself because I was 1 for 9, but Adam Abu Hamidi, there it is, getting his first minutes. Freshly signed, just announced today that he will be joining the squad, and he's getting his first minutes here as a Lubbock Matador. He's a Lubbock native, and it's an exciting moment to see him out there on the field, John. This is history in the making.
Glisson played fantastic football tonight, and Adam coming in got some shoes to fill here. Let's see what he does.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him. Rocket number 7 here tonight. I like that number 7. It rhymes with my name, Devin. I think that's why I like it.
Devin Heaven?
Devin Heaven. I think that's him with possession of it right there.
Good look.
What was that ball? Whips right by him. Goes down the sideline. Shalefley having to sprint all the way over there to get it. It's on the opposite 20-yard line. They booted that across the entire field, John.
I mean, that's a great clearance there for CF10.
Okay, going to the comments here. Christopher is saying, I'm happy for the sport growing in Texas. He lives in San Antonio, and I'm a huge San Antonio FC fan. But tonight, Vamonos Matadors. That's beautiful. Hopefully I did your Vamonos perfect. Or the, good enough for you, right?
Shout out to San Antonio.
The 2-1-0.
The entire city.
I like the 2. I like San Antonio. Got some family there.
I got friends there. They know me. What's up?
Yeah. Wonder Tree, rooting for someone to win that game in Oklahoma is like rooting for someone in Devil versus Satan. That's from Wonder Tree.
I understand the sentiment of that, but again, we talked to Coach pre-match too. He's not worried about what anybody else is doing, and if you're looking at what's happening on the pitch in front of you there, it's foul in play. If you're looking at what's happening right here on the pitch in front of you, I mean, there's not a lot to be displeased with.
That foul going against Adam Abu Hamidi. See him there. That's our first real look at him out there on the field. Again, love seeing a Lubbock player here playing tonight. Currently playing at the University of Memphis. He's a Memphis Tiger, formerly a Friendship Tiger. And that's a great spot, John, to have a free kick. You're standing 25 yards out from goal. You guarantee they're going for it here.
See if Momo decides to take this one here. I guess it all depended on who the team wants to take it. Looks like it's going to be Momo.
Well, Momo is...
A little mix-up action right here. 2 men on the ball.
He's got a master's degree in free kicks from right around this range.
He studied hard. He studied hard for that.
He did, yeah. And you know what? If he makes a goal here, I'm giving him his doctorate. And I'll tip my cap to him because it'd be a hat trick. Let's see what he can do here.
Katani calling the shot right there, kind of giving the wall to shift a little bit to the left so he can control that left post, far post for him.
There's your whistle. Diop taking 5 steps back, straight at an angle. Here it is, low, hard. A follow-up as the goalkeeper punched it out. None of the wall there for CF10 Houston moved as they're trying to get it here on this near side. Saved. Great save there by the Matador. Across. And once again, the Matadors save it.
Abu Hamidi doing a good job bringing that ball down, kind of resetting the offense here. Another cross in. The box is kind of where they're living right now.
Yeah, they're playing with the fire is what CF10 Houston's doing as they're crossing it in. Trying to get to double digits is the Matadors in goals. By far the most goals they've scored this season in a single match. Looking at the results from CF10 Houston this season, this is the most they've given up in a match this season. Previously, it was a loss to FC Brownsville. Back on May 17th, it was an 8-1 loss, was the most goals they've given up in a game.
Lubbock, they're not dialing it down, too. They're looking like they want more.
They do. Looking to get a cross right there.
Great ball into the box.
That was absolutely beautiful by Stefan Rube, just 1 or 2 feet, just too far from the player. And we're gonna have another substitute checking into the ball game. This substitution is brought to you by Grease Monkey. There's no substitute for you or your vehicle. Go see our friends at Grease Monkey today. John, who's checking in?
Butterworth is out, and number 6, Nico Cross is coming in.
Nico Cross is a defender, standing at 6'2". He's a junior at East Tennessee State. That's another school that goes by the Tigers. Go Tigers. Home country of Germany. There's Nico Cross right there.
That was Alejandro on the cross there from that last possession for Lubbock. Great ball, just not on the same page. Lubbock again attacking the wings.
You know, the signature stag man of the match is going to be hard tonight, John. Crowning the giving that to.
Take your pick.
Yep. Matador fans, want to let you know Fuse Graphics Group is a family first, community first, and quality first company. Fuse Graphics Group passionately leading our print partners and our community. Want to get to know some more of the players tonight as we've had a busy night, kind of put a stop on getting to know some of our players. Of course, we learned about, as we have a cross here into the box, looking to get it to Stefan Rube and deflect it out, as Cross is going to let that go out of bounds.
Lubbock just very quick on the ball there, too, coming all the way from the back.
So Bryce Glisson, we got to get to know him a little bit. Jamal Williams was the man of the match last match. He has been substituted out as we have a hydration break. Hydration breaks are presented to you by United Express. Don't forget to fill up your tank at United Express. Let's get to know Jamal Williams. Williams has scored 2 goals tonight. Been a busy night. He's now got 3 on the season.
In 2 starts.
But never give up on your dreams, John. That was a lesson that his parents taught him and the best advice that he's received as a player. And look at him tonight, living the dream, going out, playing at a high level, scoring 2 goals for his squad.
Fantastic interview you had with him on the Wonder Tree Coaches Show.
Yeah. What are you looking at? You looking at the West Texas game? He got paused there.
Looks like a goal was being disallowed there. Foul on the play as West Texas almost scored another one. We're approaching the 74th minute, and they're still up 3-1 on Oklahoma.
There you go. Another player that's out there playing today is Nicholas Carlson. If you'd had to describe his game, John, you would say it's creative, aggressive, and a technical player that is out there on the field at all times. But if you could have any dinner that you wanted, John, with any athlete on the planet, who are you picking? It's a tough question.
Dead or alive?
No, alive, because they're on the planet. So.
Okay. Well, technically, if they're buried.
Yeah, you're right.
Alive, I would go with, give me Tim Duncan. He's a nerd.
Ooh.
I'm a nerd.
And you know, top 5.
He's a gamer.
You know, I'd have him starting at my power forward, you know, in the top 5.
Deceased, I would say Bill Walton.
Bill Walton. So he chose Michael Jordan. That's who he chose.
I don't know that would be a great conversation.
Why is that?
Jordan's competitive. I'll leave it at that.
He just got paid to be on NBC to be part of their new broadcasting group.
Don't get me wrong, I love Jordan, but I don't know that I would have been wrong.
He's a LeBron James is the GOAT guy.
I didn't say that.
I could tell.
I did not say that. Update here, Oklahoma United FC just put one in the back of the net. It's 3-2 in the 75th minute.
Wow, the tides are changing over there in Oklahoma. That's a game to keep your eye on if you're a Matador fan, right? Because both of those teams are right there neck and neck with you in this Lone Star Conference battle. And of course, the Matadors will end the season with both of those teams. So we're also doing a little game prep. Momo D up here.
Pass.
Oh, wow. Just one too many players to get by right there. Otherwise, he would have had his third goal. Rube looking for a cross, going to that far side. Oh, and a great shot, and a great goal, and it's the newcomer!
Abu Hamidi!
Yes, sir! Adam Abu Hamidi! In his first couple minutes as a Lubbock Matador scores! Big time there by the Lubbock native, making history. And the Matadors are up 10-0. That comes in the 73rd minute.
Untouched, unbothered, again on the back post. CF10 just allowed him too much space. He got his setup touch there. Excellent pace, excellent curl. And again, another ball that's just out of reach of Katani as Abu Hamidi puts one. Welcome to the Matadors.
Absolutely. Welcome to the club, sir. Welcome to the scoreboard as well. The Matadors are on top 10-0. In my 4 years of calling this club and calling this team and doing every single game but one, I don't know if the Matadors have scored this many in a game, John.
I mean, that might be a club record for us here.
What a night. In front of your owner, too. The owner, Hitch, coming to town to see the team.
Hitch has to be happy about this.
I think everybody across the board is happy tonight. Another great turnout as well with the fans. Arthur yelling goal in all caps in the comment section. Wonder Tree, no, John is right. We don't focus on anyone else because we're staying focused on us. With a flex emoji.
Give that credit to Coach. Coach Ormison was actually the one preaching that the entirety of almost every interview that we've had. I know he doesn't like thinking ahead, but it's the right thing to do is to focus on what you can have in front of you, what you can control.
Control the controllables, right?
Yeah, not getting out of your own head either.
Controlling the controllables. 10-0 your score. Your score bug is not lying to you. It does look like it's saying 100, though, on the score bug if you're looking at it on YouTube, which is kind of cool to look at, John. Of course, our graphics this season are made by Wonder Tree. Okay, I want to give a shout-out to the name. I don't know how to read that name. It's an @_3th, @N123. There's your shout-out. Glad to see you tuning in. That's what I love the most. Another thing that I love is Armstrong Plumbing, Air, and Electric. That goal was courtesy of them, and all 10 of them are being sponsored by them tonight. They are one of Lubbock's oldest family-owned businesses, and they're proud to be a sponsor of your Lubbock Matadors. Since 1934, Armstrong has been committed to providing excellent service to everyone, that from residential to commercial to industrial clients, as the Matadors have ball deep in the possession or on the side of the field of CF10 Houston. They're committed to providing excellent service for residential, commercial, and industrial clients, though. They say, something wrong? Better call Armstrong. Visit them at bettercallarmstrong.com to learn more about their services that they can provide you, as well as their licensing and registration information. Shout out to Armstrong, huh? They've
Absolutely.
had 10 goals tonight.
It's a good night to have your name attached to that.
Yeah, it's similar to the United Supermarkets in the last match. Going to that far side, back to the newest Lubbock Matador.
Abu Hamidi, before that first series of switches, Lubbock is just keeping CF10 off balance still. But he had a great ball during your read there, trapping it, turning around, kind of dropping it back, resetting, as Lubbock's doing here.
Was my ad read as good as as what he was doing out there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Matadors. You see CF10 Houston, John, trying to just load up the center of the box there. They have no numbers back at all.
Well, what they're doing differently now is actually applying two-man pressure for each ball that's coming in. That way it sails into the net.
Golly. Every single shot that seems to be in the ballpark of the goal gets me. I'm getting excited every single time, John.
I mean, take the safety off. It's been there, and that's the thing. It's been there the entirety of this season. You're just seeing more the result there, the fruit of the labor for Lubbock, 10-0.
Amber, sitting like 5 feet from us, coming in the comment section. Do the Mozos bring infinite flares?
That's a good question.
I think they have to have a certain amount, but I think they always wanted to be tested on how many they brought. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't give a disclosed amount unless you're immediately going to your phone and about to text them.
They're going to need more donations for sure.
Of course, you can be a Mozo yourself, mozos.org.
Clayton, you need to tell me how many flares y'all got lined up per match.
Yeah, he doesn't he listen?
He does.
Yeah. JDZ, I cannot read that comment, but I see you. And then Invest Sports USA, amazing performance. That's right. It's been an amazing performance tonight. Matadors up 10-0 right now, was in the 77th minute. John, do you see why I cannot read that comment? It is a silent LOL.
Come on, comment section. Let's keep it classy.
Keeping it classy. Of course, we want to reach a new subscriber goal tonight, John. Did we reach it? We're getting close. It's 7:12.
I was going to say, give me a moment to check. I'm still watching 81st minute here, 3-2 still to West Texas. That they have an attacking opportunity here. Great slide.
I think if you're a Matador fan, you're looking for a tie in that ball game.
That would actually benefit both teams.
Would benefit both West Texas and United, or us?
West Texas and
well, then never mind.
A loss for Oklahoma, though. That's big time for Lubbock.
John has become one with the standings. I know that. He's been locked in.
It's been glued into my brain.
Oh, man. What's been glued into my brain tonight has been yelling goal, and the Matadors are not lacking in confidence right there. Shooting that one from the parking lot was Alejandro Sanchez.
If you don't have a child that knows how to spell goal, I hope we help tonight.
I think I spelt it a lot tonight. I had one planned goal call. I wanted to let you know that one, John.
We always do.
No, I had one that I told somebody not involved in the broadcast at all. I said, if the Matadors score 3, I'm doing this on the third one. And we went with it. That person they are in the comment section. So, shout out to them for always tuning in week after week and hitting me up and wanting to do a planned goal call. Got to do it for the third one. Crazy to think, though, John, that I've done 7 more since.
I mean, it's for Lubbock, exactly what you want. For CF10, it's more the same, allowing your weaknesses to be as glaring as they are. And again, the team is young. They still have time to develop, and they still have a lot of years ahead of them if they stay together to put it all together. But this is something that Lubbock took full advantage of tonight. I know we're barely in the 80th minute, but that's what you want to see with both clubs. You still want the boys to fight. You still want them to put their best effort out there. And for Lubbock, you want to see the continued pressure. This is where we should be mentality of taking control of the field, basically.
Want to give a shout out as well to this awesome group of GI Alliance. Have you been dealing with digestive issues like Crohn's or IBS or acid reflux? You need to listen up. GI Alliance is not just the nation's leader in gastroenterology. They're also at the forefront of groundbreaking research to improve treatment options for patients just like you and me. Their experts, doctors, are leading the clinical studies to advance care, and you can be a part of it too. Whether you're looking for a new treatment option or just want help to shape the future of GI health, GI Alliance wants to hear from you. Find out how you can participate in research studies today. Visit GIalliance.com to take control of your digestive health. I had that whole thing going the whole time, John, until I got it at the very end. Gastroenterology, though. I did nail that. You know, fist pump, right? Come on, come on, come on.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Audience, he left me hanging there. I was trying to get some knuckles from
I'm sorry. I'm watching both matches going on right now.
Yeah, he's busy. He's a busy man, and we're busy here on the booth tonight. This has been a lot of fun. Matador fans that are here tonight got to see a show, and that's, I don't know, that's what Lubbock likes, a winner. We've said that a lot on these calls, right? You're 6-1. The Matadors are a winner, but tonight it was a different kind of winning. You're blowing a team out.
That's the first time this has happened for Lubbock this season. A lot of the contests have been very tightly contested. I know they've blown the doors open in several halves, especially with the clean sheets they've had earlier this season. But yeah, this is the first time we've seen a rout like this.
The most goals that you've scored this season in a game has been 3. right? You scored 3 against FC Brownsville on May 23rd. You scored 3 against the Fort Worth Vaqueros on June 4th. And then you scored 3 as well against this CF10 Houston team, but nothing like 10. This is some next level stuff, John.
And again, it was brewing for Lubbock. This was bound to happen at some point. Unfortunately for Houston, it had to be tonight.
Okay, John, confirm this with me as the ball is on the side of the Matadors defensively. Andre Schleffly made a save tonight? John is looking at his stats. He's shaking his head no.
No.
That's how sensational the Matadors have been. He has had himself a night off, basically, in that goal.
I would actually not be surprised if the man of the match was a defender.
Yeah.
Especially for how well they've been swarming their play, controlling the back line, and making sure, oh, almost a great pass there.
I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to the newest Matador either. The guy that scored tonight for the first time in Lubbock's own.
Maybe, I mean, but take your pick.
You do.
Which goal do you want to be the standout goal?
That's a great problem to have.
It has to be Jack Thomas's.
It's got to be one of his headers, or?
No. The one that blasted off of his foot.
Yeah, from way deep. That came, of course, in the 48th minute. It was right after that header goal, and I summarized it in 2 words, a screamer. That's the goal you're talking about.
Yep.
Here's a throw in for the Matadors on that far side. A player down right now for CF10 Houston. Substitute coming in, though, for the Lubbock Matadors. Ryan Nadeau checking in the ball game. Nadeau, a former Signature Stag man of the match. Of course, substitutes are brought to you by Grease Monkey. There's no substitution for great service for you or your vehicle. Go see our friends at Grease Monkey. Who did he substitute in for? Looks like number 2.
Billanak is done for the rest of the night.
Was it Billanak or was it Stefan Rube?
Oh, it was Rube, actually, excuse me.
Billanak wearing number 12 tonight.
Sorry, I had that mixed up on my score sheet here.
That's all good. Hey, there we go, Wonder Tree. Wow, big compliment here, John, by our friends at Wonder Tree. Do y'all think the live sports commentating game has changed? Y'all are revolutionizing the game by interacting with the audience mid-game. I want to say so a little bit. I'm honored to be in the conversation like that. I think Pat McAfee did something like this.
Yeah, with more of
it.
a switch going towards having your. Well, we're not mostly a comments-generated broadcast is the thing.
No,
yeah,
true.
we interact with it for sure, and that's actually a big part of what we do. But I don't know. I don't want to take too much credit for revolutionizing anything, but I certainly will say that great touch there.
Yeah, stolen away by CF10 Houston.
Have at it.
1-on-3.
Have at it.
That was the first time Schleffly, had to be on his toes right there as he's clapping for his teammate. Great block there on that defensive line, John.
Absolutely.
Here's a look at it as quickly CF10 Houston trying to get back to it. It'll roll out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in.
You got your forward there for CF10 Houston creating offense with defense. You want to take one additional touch, though, and I know for sure he's going to think. You look back at the tape at some point, you're going to say, yeah, I probably should have taken a couple more touches there.
Yeah.
But as for us, yeah, I mean, the prep that we do goes into making this broadcast as entertaining as possible, but also, more importantly, telling a story of everything that's happening in this match.
Yep, and getting to know the guys a little bit. Every year we get different feedback. Is Ryan Nadeau here showing his speed on this near side. Trying to be out front, cleared out by CF10 Houston. You could see that he is just subbed into the game with that extra spark that he just provided there. So we get feedback every single year on things that we can improve on, right? Year 1, it's like tell the story of the guys a little bit better. Okay, we'll add that in there, right? I want to say as well in year 1, we relied too much on the comments section. And now we've kind of found our groove, and we've ironed out the wrinkles and the kinks a little bit, John, and we've grown every single year. And so we're grateful that Wonder Tree says that we've kind of revolutionized the game. At first, I had people tell me they didn't like that I read the comments.
Why?
Because it was just way too different, right? And so I'm grateful that they like it. Nadeau here looking for a cross. Oh, nearly hitting the goalpost crossbar.
That one got away from him just a little bit.
Yeah, he got up under it just a bit. I don't know, I'm honored. I'm honored to be here and being a part of this, and I love the platform we're on. I think YouTube is a big reason why we get to interact with the fans. Did something just happen? I think West Texas just scored, didn't they?
No, that'll be Oklahoma United.
Wow, in the 89th minute, John, wow.
The terrible pressure there from West Texas. It looked like they were falling apart.
That game is
actually,
just knotted up at 3.
They were overloading too much on that crossing effort there. As United gets a touch in, and they trap the ball, they compose themselves, dump it off to the man outside in the far post. He swings it in. It's tied at 3-3, approaching the 90th.
Yep, West Texas FC and Oklahoma United. That game was once 3-0 in favor of West Texas FC. 3 unanswered goals. They're knotted up at 3, about to head into the 90th minute.
Another attack here for Lubbock. You have numbers. What a strike.
Oh, man. And you hear the fans just, because they know that it's there. They know that it's there. Wonder Tree saying, Pat who? Never heard of him, with eye emoji. I don't know. Again, I want to end that conversation by saying I'm thankful and grateful.
Well, I mean,
you know?
I came into this in the second year, technically in the booth, but you had already set something out beforehand, and we talked a lot about what we wanted to do to kind of help elevate the broadcasts in terms of the presentation that we've been a part of, and of course for the team itself.
Signature stag corner kick, signature stag your one-stop man shot. Finish your thought, John.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, you laid the groundwork for me to come in and kind of help you out with just us being us. And
yeah, we're boys.
I'm definitely glad to be a part of this team.
That was a line drive boot right there. It looked like Ryan Nadeau maybe was the one that had that kick. Going back to that far side. Oh, a great cut right there. That was Duvon Conchilla instead.
CF10's shape looking a little stretched out there, almost umbrella-like, in terms of players being too far up from where the action was actually happening. Just need to do a lot better of communication and checking to your player with the ball. And I know they're wary, they're antsy of of marking Lubbock's players there as the cross gets deflected.
Yep, I have another signature stag corner kick, signature stag, you're on set man shot. The 7th of the game, the 7th for the Lubbock Matadors. Again, CF10 Houston has 0 corner kicks tonight. It has been a chill night for your goalkeeper, Schleffly. Here's Duvon Conchilla here with another signature stag corner kick. He's been money with these this season, John. He's really good at putting the ball where it needs to go. Can he do it again?
Looking to the back post here.
He's right, back post. 3 CF10 players were right there to head that one up. Matadors temporarily win possession back.
Going the other way.
And it's going to go the other way. Brock saying, I like when you read my comments. You gave me a shout out while I was watching from the concession stand line.
Hey.
Hey, I like that, Brock. Yeah, that was last home match. Or maybe a few other ones. It might have been the 6,000 night when we had over 6,000.
We got a stoppage here and play for that goal kick. We're in extra time right now, 3-3 still.
Yep, that's an update for West Texas and Oklahoma United. We're now in the Matador Minute here, though, one of my favorite parts of the game. It's when the Matador fans are on their feet, making all the noise that they can. You hear all of those cowbells out there right now. And the whole point of it is to keep the team rocking and rolling. As that ball rolls out of bounds, and I believe will be a throw-in for the Matadors. Ryan Nadeau there battling it out on this near side.
Fantastic effort by Diego Vicencio there, just keeping himself in it. But again, you gotta look up, you gotta get your teammates involved there with the attack, with the build-up.
As we're getting ready to go into the extra minutes, I do want to give a shout out to Perry's Pizzeria and Tap House. They're located off of Quaker and 114th Street. Perry's is your home for New York-style pizza, wings, and craft beer, plus lunch specials, happy hour, and catering options. And I think that's going to do it, John. No extra minutes. And the Matadors, they win, and they win big. 10-0, your final score here. They run away with it in their second-to-last home match of the season. What a victory and what a statement tonight made by this team.
I mean, that's a fantastic effort for Lubbock. I mean, you basically came out, Coach wanted 3 for 3 in terms of his keys to victory there. And he got all of them. We'll talk to him just after the break here.
Yeah, and maybe we might have a new order. It might be Dustin coming, because he told me he wanted to celebrate with the Mozos tonight, and I said, make that switch, make it happen. But 10-0, your final score. We're going to do a quick TV timeout on My Lubbock TV as we get set for our post-game show. It is a big victory tonight for the Lubbock Matadors. Humongous win, 10-0 your final. We'll be back with more at Lowry Field right after this.
The hunger to win is fueled by a chance to compete and the thrill of the action. The cheers from the crowd energize our team and push them on to victory. Whether it's the pre-game excitement of tailgating or the post-game euphoria of winning celebrations, United Supermarkets always brings an A-game to your party. From kickoff to tip-off and the final buzzer to the last out, United Supermarkets is proud to feed the competitive spirit.
When you hear the word cancer for the first time, suddenly every moment matters.
How do I tell my family?
Where do I go for the best treatment?
At Covenant Health, you're never alone.
Covenant's cancer team is made up of the finest oncology specialists in the region, armed with state-of-the-art technology so you can stay close to home for the most advanced treatment available.
Cancer care at Covenant Health, because when you hear the word cancer, every moment matters.
The Lubbock Matadors are all about partnering with local businesses and investing in the community.
Being a local business, it was really important to us, not only to support Dustin and his family, but the Matador Soccer Club.
All right, welcome back. Nothing beats a victorious post-game show, but I don't think anything is going to beat this. Final score 10-0, the most goals I've ever called in a single game for the Lubbock Matadors. Joining us now, the head coach, David Ormiston. Coach, got to feel great right now. 10-0, your final score. Take us through it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, always nice to put up a lot of goals and most importantly, keep a clean sheet as well. It's easy in a game like that to switch off, but yeah, the boys are fantastic.
Devin said it was, Devin said it was all offense. I say it was a combination of defense and, I mean, heavy pressure there. What were you looking to get out of this match tonight?
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, it was defended from the front. You know, I spoke about it before the game with you guys. It's, you know, when we do lose that ball, can we counter-press, win it back quickly? And I thought we were brilliant at that today. I thought Jack Pascal was excellent. I thought Duvon Conchelo was excellent. Just great performances all round and nice to finally get some goals on the score sheet.
Yeah, 10 goals. Jamal Williams told me on the coaches show on Monday that they were looking to stop somebody. They were able to check that off tonight. Why was it important that you guys were able to go out there and put a stamp on a win like this?
I mean, I feel like it's a performance that's been coming with the amount of chances that we create. It's just about taking those chances. I mean, I don't think we created any more chances than we normally do, to be honest. I think it's just a case of we were actually finishing them tonight. So, yeah, good to finally be a bit more clinical in front of goal. We've been working on it a lot and a lot of confidence to take going into the next one.
I know it's a lot of time between this match and the next one. I mean, you're taking some time off to celebrate, correct?
Yeah, we'll enjoy it tonight. Give the boys a few days off. They've deserved it. They've been working hard. They've had a lot of games in, you know, quick succession. So, yeah, about time. Got to remember it's the summer too, so let them enjoy themselves a little bit.
Yeah, let them go sit in next to the pool at the one over there when they're at their apartment. Hey, Coach, 10 goals tonight. Did you have one that was possibly your favorite? You know, the new guy, the Lubbock guy, Adam got to score late in the game.
Yeah.
JT had a screamer in the 48th minute, man. Is there one that stands out to you tonight?
Oh, dude, that's tough. Again, when you ask me about the Celsius, it's like picking a favorite child. So
right.
I don't know. The Adam one was special. I mean, I've known Adam now for many years, and you know, for him to do that in front of his own people was special. And obviously, I mean, he's literally just been signed, so you know, a little bit of added pressure. Obviously, you're coming into a group. Everyone's like, "Who's this guy?" But you know, he's made his mark already. So
we're not going to ask you to pick man of the match, but I would not be surprised if it was a defender tonight, Coach.
You are, yeah. The boys defensively were brilliant. Like I said, I've mentioned a few names already, Pascal and Duvon, our captain. So something to think on because they were both excellent all night.
Yeah, and Schleffly basically had a night off because of all of it, right?
Couple
touches.
Yeah, I mean, I was a keeper as well, and I've been a keeper in some games like that before. And the most important thing is that you stay switched on. If you switch off, it's going to cost your team. So plenty of communication from him. He got touches on the ball when he needed to, kept the play ticking over when he needed to. So I know it's not a lot of saves, and that's normally what keepers are judged by, but it's the off-the-ball stuff that he did that was very good.
Yeah, he was definitely locked in, always coaching out there on the field, too, and I love to see that.
Yeah.
Love to see that. All right, 2 more games left on the season, Coach. Next time that we're here is going to be on July 5th. It's El Dustico round 2. We want to see all the fans out here for that final one, though, right?
Absolutely. Huge game. I mean, I was hearing just before you boys were telling me about how that's going in the other game at Oklahoma, so you know, two great teams, and they're the last 2 teams we play. So,
yeah, John, did that game just go final?
It did 4-3 in favor of West Texas FC.
Yeah.
Yep, it was a PK in the last few minutes, Coach. So.
Wow, I mean, absolute scenes. Don't love football.
Well, and you got to love that time at the very end, at the top of the Lone Star Conference. You're facing them at the very end. You will be battle tested going into the playoffs, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, that's what you want to be in. You want to be in the big games, and yeah, 2 big games to finish off the season, regular season.
Absolutely. 10-0, your final score, Coach. Go celebrate with the Mozos. Hopefully they're still partying on with your team.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Yes, sir. That's the head coach, David Ormston. He hadn't had the chance to go with the Mozos yet and go celebrate.
We should have got him out of there quicker.
I know. That's on me. I just kept asking questions. I do that to him, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's okay.
That's okay.
That's like one of the better times, especially after a victory like this, to get the most out of Coach.
Yeah, I think he's all smiles down there. I couldn't tell from our camera point of view, but he's got to be happy with the result that his team had tonight. And I know our next guest that's about to join us, Dustin McCorkle, will be happy with the result that we've had tonight. And I believe we have him on here now. Dustin, your team wins it, man. Another great night here at Lowry Field, 10-0, your final score. I think the most goals ever scored in a game by this club, right?
That was a record tonight. So those who came out on their Thursday night got their money's worth.
Yeah, and the cowbells with Pepsi and everything, man. They were out there ringing tonight. Pepsi picked a great night to be out here.
Yeah, it was definitely loud down here. Tons of celebrating happening, and obviously in this game you never expect a score like that. But what I learned tonight about our club was you know, when you play in opponents where you feel like you do have the upper hand at times, I think it's easy for you to play down to the competition or take your foot off the gas, and we saw none of that. We were in attack mode all night long, and it was so much fun to watch.
I mean, Coach preached it pregame. Focus on what you have in front of you and make sure you execute. The dam was about to burst at some point, and it looks like it finally did tonight.
Yeah, I mean, and how about the hometown kid coming in his first game, gets in here last night and scores a goal to represent Lubbock in his first match. So, yeah, I mean, it felt like anyone and everyone was going to score. Bummed to see that, I know this sounds bad, but bummed to see the fact that we had a few guys with 2 goals. I was hoping one of them would crack open the hat trick so we could really celebrate a few different things. But, I mean, that just goes to show the team play, the unselfishness, and looking for the opportunities. And we've been knocking on the door for a long time. Tonight we just unleashed all the goals that felt like we should have gotten in previous games.
Dustin, what kind of shift do you see from this team from the beginning of the season up until now?
Yeah, I think it's playing with more confidence. Again, when you come into a system that you're not familiar with, it's going to take some time to develop and learn. I think these guys have done a really good job learning how to trust one another. And they're playing the style of football that we've been asking them to play because of that trust that they built.
You know, offense seemed to be the name of the game tonight. When you score 10 goals, that's what it's going to seem like. But John's telling me that defense was really where the name of the game was tonight. Our defense really stood tall.
Yeah, I mean, we even had one of our defenders come in and score tonight. So
right.
I don't know that, yeah, I think defense is everything. Devon moved back to center back tonight. He was brilliant back there, played like a veteran like he always does, which was unique, pulling him back from the midfield and moving him back. But that freed us up to put another offensive player on the field. And, yeah, it was attack mode all night long. And I think those who watch our games, it is challenging for us because it feels like everybody sits back and, you know, dares us to come at them. And it's hard to score goals when you're kicking against 9-10 guys in the box. But it was fun tonight for sure.
Yeah, you're going to have to give a signature stag man of the match tonight. You got any idea who could be? You got 10 goals, right?
Oh, my gosh. There's so many names tonight. I don't even know. I'll mention somebody that wasn't you haven't seen much of this year, but I thought played phenomenal, which was Jack Pasco.
Yeah.
He's so calm, cool, collected on the ball, and we can't go do anything on the offensive side of the ball if the center of the midfield isn't taken care of. So I'll give it to Jack.
There you go. He's been steady all season. He's been steady all season, waiting for his chance, and he went out there and did something great tonight. John, you got anything for Dustin?
I mean, you had a plethora of goals here. How good was it with Hitch in town? How good was that result for you?
Yeah, it's always fun when the owner comes in town and you can deliver. I got a nice couple of kind words from him, obviously about the game, but more so like with him and I, it's focusing on what the fan experience was, and seeing him taking videos of people ringing the cowbells, celebrating with the team, letting off the smoke, and the positive dialogue that's coming from partners that were out here tonight about how much they just enjoyed being a part of this and supporting the club. That's the stuff that really gets me excited and makes me feel like I'm doing a good job.
Absolutely. Well, you are doing a great job, and shout out to Pepsi tonight. They were our game day presenting sponsor. We had a great conversation up here in the booth with Pepsi at halftime, and those cowbells were really cool to listen to. I'll tell you that. It was really cool to hear it from our perspective.
Yeah, it's. I appreciate you guys working with Dylan. I think Pepsi, big shout out to them. When we started this thing, we got a lot of pushback from different people saying they weren't sure about soccer, and it took a 15-minute call for Pepsi to jump in a really big way and make this really special for our fans. So, I'm very loyal to those who support us, and so yeah, Pepsi's got my heart.
Well, and obviously Pepsi's part of Gatorade. We got a little more time to fill on My Lubbock TV, Dustin. If we had to give you a Gatorade bath tonight for winning 10-0, what Gatorade color would you go with?
Well, my favorite Gatorade is definitely the cool blue. So
there you go.
I'm a cool blue guy, but in honor of tonight, I think Whiteout Night, you got to go Glacier, right?
Oh, yeah, Glacier. That's right. And it was also Military Appreciation Night. We want to thank all the men and women that served our country as well.
Man, how cool is it to be able to we had fans submit in photos of military members that served. That was really cool to see. And then in addition to that, some of these people that are supporting us, knowing that they've served 10, 12 years in the military, and then being able to bring them out on the field and recognize that's a huge part of what we want to do, and special for me, especially coming from a military family myself.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And then up next, July 5th will be our last home match here. It's crazy to think you blink and the season's already almost over, Dustin, but the fans still have one more chance, one more opportunity.
Yeah, we have one more home game, but before that, we've got a really important game against Oklahoma United. So I heard they just lost 4-3.
Yep.
I feel like going into the playoffs, we're going to be potentially playing the two teams we're playing last again in the playoffs. So we've got to take it one game at a time, but you are going to miss a lot of fun and excitement July 5th if you are not here. And I can tell you we're playing for a Golden Tumbleweed Trophy that night. We need all of the 806 here. It'll be a special day. We're going to have some cool, exciting surprises for fans. We've already got them secured, but we haven't made any announcements on it. So I know it's a time to go celebrate the 4th. People travel, do all this stuff, but if you got family coming to town, make this part of your experience. You can go do fireworks afterwards.
You want your face in the place. That's what we always say on the Coaches Show, right? Make sure you're here. This team will be battle-tested come playoff time. Like Dustin said, we're finishing with the top 2 teams other than us, right? It's the top 3 teams is who's left on our schedule, which is crazy.
Yeah, I feel like the last couple of seasons we've had a very tough final road to the playoffs. But I wouldn't want it any other way. I mean, listen, if you're going to go win in the playoffs, it's only going to get harder. So going and seeing what you're made of leading into the playoffs, and then you win those games, it just builds on the confidence. And I think we have a group right now that believes in themselves. But at the end of the day, we got to stay humble. I mean, a match like tonight feels really good, and we're going to go celebrate it and be excited about it. But you stay humble, and the next one could be way different. So we take every team we play seriously, and we got to go get some wins.
That's awesome. I felt like I just got the general manager's Mears Mazda keys to victory right there, right? Stay humble and stay locked in. I love it.
Yeah. Humble and hungry.
That's right, humble and hungry. Well, that's Dustin McCorkle, the general manager of the Lubbock Matadors. Congrats on the 10-0 victory tonight.
Appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir. All right, there he is. That's our general manager, Dustin McCorkle. I'm excited to see who the signature stag officially is, the man of the match. We kind of got one from the general manager right there, but you'll be seeing that on social media really soon.
Keep an eye out on the socials for that. And I feel with kind of what Dustin was talking about, it's always a slugfest near the end of the season, especially the last 3 years. Lubbock always in contention, always battling, always kind of sticking their nose in it, really. And I mean, it's a tough stretch coming down, and they're looking for a contingent actually to travel out to Oklahoma United.
That's right. They'll have a few of them, and I think the Mozos are going to be taking a few of them as well. So we want to thank you so much for tuning in tonight, though. 10-0 your final score. First time ever reaching double digits in goals scored by the Lubbock Matadors. So cool to say that here on the broadcast, and so cool that we were a part of it.
Fantastic victory for them. Just all execution, all domination.
Hopefully they can keep that momentum going in the couple of games as they have 2 more games this season. We want to thank you so much for tuning in tonight, though. For Devin Ward and John Bocanegra, thank you for interacting with us on the YouTube channel and on My Lubbock TV. Want to thank LIC TV as well for getting us on the air. They do a fantastic job, and they take care of us game after game. We'll see you back on July 5th. Make sure you join us on the Coaches Show on Monday as well, as we get to hear from head coach David Ormiston. But until then, we'll have a great night, and go Matadors.